lot of bumping. If you want to be a wise guy, you can do it anywhere. If you want to be a strong man, you can do it anywhere. If you want to be an Indian chief, cowboy, you can do it in the ring. You can't do it in the mall.
The most electrifying line in sports entertainment today. If you smell what the Rock is cooking, take me if you can survive if I let you. I'm figuring and thinking there's nothing gonna stop the Macho Man Randy Savage now. I'm the man. I'm the icon. And yes, you can't bow. I am God.
The number one show on the net that leads to the best in your head like over net. For the punks and the perverts, this is how it works with Terry Funk and Knox Baker. Check Inchman and Barbie, they got the cheap heat, so sit back and have a seat. They got questions from the fans, in your head's the man from Australia to Japan.
Take down the road, old shit, man. Back throws up the Mississippi. We are bigger, we are faster, and we are all night long. All you idiots, punks, perverts, and fools, be sure and tune in and listen to this show.
And we are live here once again at In Your Head Wrestling Radio. I am the internet icon, the pride of the pilgrims, the most honest man in all the podcasting, Jackie Jones, along with my right-hand man, my audio soulmate, and the enforcer of the Headyverse.
1 inch biceps, the power goat. Bah! I'm the man who tells you what to do. I'm the boss, baby. I'm the king of all the marks. You know it, Jack. Jackie Jones.
Hell yeah,
How you doing,
we got
my
some
man?
folks here in the chat.
Oh yeah.
We got some good folks. Steven Simmons, Mikey B, Bruce Goose, Booey Ha Ha. So come on over, join the Headyverse, help support the show. I'll talk about that in a little bit. But big thanks to our producers, Bruce Cirksana, El Santos World, and Brian Matthew Klutar. Good folks that help make this all
definitely
possible.
Thank you all so much. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're here to talk about some wrestling time.
Oh yeah. Wrestling.
It's wrestling time again, yeah.
I seen a little news bit before we started the show.
Really?
Apparently Nia Jax hurt Rhea Ripley on her return. So.
Unfortunately, Sportskeeda is a real shithole of a news site, and if you read it, because I read the headline too, so I clicked on it.
Oh.
And it's all kayfabe nonsense. It's about Whiplash, and they literally are quoting the announcers on Raw, and I was like, you can't report this as news.
Nobody's allowed to do that these days except for Pro Wrestling Illustrated.
Exactly. And then
Nobody
the
else.
problem is, then folks are sharing it out, and they're like, and all because most people only read the headline, and then they're like, fucking Nia Jax again. She sucks. And then I called them out. I was like, this is kayfabe. I'm like, yeah, I know it. You didn't know it because you're saying she's a bad wrestler. And if you hurt someone in an angle and it's not real, that's not being a bad wrestler.
Mm-hmm. Hurting somebody for real
Is
being
right.
a bad wrestler.
So honestly, it's pretty shit. Sportskeeda is a bullshit site full of clickbait bullshit. But it works, unfortunately.
What can I tell you? We ought to start clickbaiting people. Just
What would
clickbait 'em
audio
in.
bait?
It's almost like thug bait, but we're clickbait.
Whoa! Fuck bait? What the hell's that?
No, thug bait. You told me
Oh,
about
I
that.
thought you said fuck bait. Oh yeah, AR Fox.
Well, apparently he was involved with it. I've never bothered to look into that one, but I'm a big AR Fox fan. But I
Do you
hate.
think Swerve checked it out and that's why he kicked him out of the group?
He was like, "Wait a minute, man, is this you?" And they just threw him right out.
Like, you're out of here. But then Darby Allin, he's just like,
He was
whatever,
like,
buddy.
If you could be tricked by these guys so easily, there's no room for you here at Mogul Embassy.
Yeah, well, I will say the current is a big step up from that guy that was covered in the prison tattoos and Brock Lesnar light.
Yeah. Is that guy still around, Parker Boudreaux?
I don't know. I don't know.
But Trench. Or
Trench. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. The stash is on point.
I like this guy.
User.
Rookie of the Year, Facebook user. Booyah!
Booyaka. 619.
Brian Scanlon.
I came up with Booyaka. You know that? I made
came
it
up with shit.
I made it up and Rey Mysterio took it.
Booyaka, booyaka, 619. Oh, Brian Scanlon. I think I saw him today. Was that who I saw?
Mm-hmm.
No, it's somebody else. I did run into someone at the grocery store today.
Oh yeah.
And you were like, Nasty Neil.
Who'd you run into?
I was like, no paparazzi. No autographs. Get out of my way, buddy. But usually I got my earbuds in, and so I feel like people think I'm some rude asshole because I'm not really listening.
Did you know who they were, or was it just a person who listens?
Yeah, I know. It was cool.
Oh.
I know they're a big fan of the shows.
Was it the cart guy?
No, I don't. He never talks to me. I honestly, I'm not sure he knows who I am since I lost weight. And so I never mention. I see him look at me and gives kind of looks, and I think he's trying to like, do I know this guy?
Do you duck behind the aisles whenever you?
I do look away and just keep walking because I was like, I don't want this guy talking. I'm not. This is not a bit, really. That's exactly what happens.
What if he totally knows it's you and he's just like, what an asshole?
Yeah, but if you talk to him, it's not. He talks at you. That's what happens. Yeah. And it's good fodder for the show, but it's not enjoyable in reality. Oh. When you talk to someone, they're like, blah, 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 blah. What do you think about this? And you start dancing like, blah, 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 and they just start in some other topic. And it's like,
yeah,
fuck this guy.
Yeah, some people need to learn how to have a conversation. It's like, I've had conversations like that.
Why does Incher sound like he's got a mouthful of baloney?
Baloney?
Marbles. He says you sound like got a mouthful of marbles. Whose marbles? Are you cheating on me?
No.
Who's this marbles fellow?
I know where my bread is buttered. I don't know, man. I seen my mic. It looked like it was a little low. Whenever I was like looking at the settings, I didn't know if it would affect the show tonight or not. But
today, now that you mentioned that, I do want to bring this up. So, if you join the Headyverse here, and it starts only $3, the mid-tier one you can get the old show. So I won't go over all this stuff, but I've been putting up remastered episodes of the original shows, and I've been painstakingly doing different things, trying to improve them. And now Adobe's put out, it's AI, it's actually artificial intelligence, and you have to like sign up for it, and I was accepted. And so the very first show I've improved with AI so I put it up as a free episode, it's episode 22 of In Your Head, which is Stan the Lariat Hansen. Now, a lot of these interviews are up there already, but not the full show. So when I put these up, you get not only the interview, but you get the post-show and pre-show and the entirety and some, I'm sure, stuff that we can't talk about in modern day. But they're up there. And and so guys, check it out. Episode 22. And
We're-
to really see how improved it is, you'd have to listen to the original one. So go and listen to the
Mhm.
original Stan Larry Hansen interview on there. Quality's not very good. It's weird how improved it is with AI.
We're not like these Johnny-come-latelys who pay wrestlers a bunch of money just to be on their podcast. We've been around ever since you could talk about stuff you're not allowed to talk about today.
Exactly.
And you can go back in the past and check it out.
Yeah, some of those interviews
Awesome.
probably would get maybe who knows? Maybe some of these wrestlers are going to get canceled when these interviews start popping up.
Dark Side of the Ring. We'll take excerpts from it and just put it
Right.
on under.
Yeah, Paul Bear, fortunately, in one way, but unfortunately, Paul Bear passed away, so nothing's gonna happen to him. But there's some stuff he says in that interview you can't get away with today.
No, sure can't.
New Jack, but I think that's no surprise with the New Jack one. Although New Jack, I believe, is who got us banned off TikTok. I put up some new. I guess I don't know because I had New Jack clips up there. I don't know what happened. Something that was on our In Your Head TikTok got us not just like suspended or anything like that, completely eradicated from TikTok. It's completely gone. There's no way for me to log in and fight it or even get an explanation of what happened. It's just completely scorched earth, destroyed. Every video completely wiped out of existence, and the whole login, everything, the name is completely gone from TikTok. Completely wiped out.
Oh my goodness.
So we did something really naughty on the TikToks.
New Jack, he is a very charismatic individual, so much so he could talk about things that everybody knew was wrong.
Yeah, even then.
But you just sat there and laughed anyhow, just because
Exactly.
just because it was New Jack.
Yeah,
There's never going to be another person like that in this world again, I don't think. I mean, he was so bizarre, but he was awesome at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So, God bless you, New Jack.
Stash is a lot of work to keep up.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
You could put like cement in it or something. But I don't know. It's pretty rocking.
Cement? You don't want to put cement on your mustache?
He's talking. This guy mentioned shirts here. We need shirts. Too controversial for TikTok. That is a good shirt, but there is the brand new shirt. It took forever for some reason for Amazon. I honestly thought Amazon was gonna say "fuck you." This is not happening because I've been having bad luck on Amazon everywhere. Mm-hmm. We're just like too controversial for everywhere, I think. I've had shirts banned off Amazon. TikTok's been destroyed. They just they won't allow anything. But this finally went through. The new In Your Head shirt. Oh, boom. That is now available on Amazon. So you can show your support. Go to the In Your Head shop. Look up IYH Wrestling. Or message me for a link. Or go to our Facebook group. There's a link. Maybe I'll put a link up on the main site. Pretty sweet.
It is. I like that one.
Might do a red version too.
Uh-huh.
For the
so that would be the Wolfpack edition?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wolfpack back with the mask something.
The Mass Destruct or something like that?
Yeah, Mass Destruction? Is that what it is?
Come see the bad boys of wrestling or something. I forget how it goes.
Great shirt, Vic Schiavone. Nice! El Santos word. Nice!
Very nice. Very nice.
Very nice. Yes, very nice. All right, interest. So, we're not just here to talk about shirts.
Mm-hmm. I got my Forged in Combat shirt on tonight, Jack. And I want to tell you.
You should only wear like best friends and stuff because you're really anti-combat. You used to be all about fighting and punching, shooting.
I went to the Walmart with my dad. Me and my pops, we went to the Walmart, and there were some ruffians they're tearing up Jack in the middle of the aisleways, and they're going around and like an old lady with a
They're
frozen
tearing
pizza.
me?
No, not you, but just in general. And an old lady with a frozen pizza. She was walking down the aisle, and I seen one smack it out of her hand.
Good, because frozen pizza sucks.
Well, regardless of what you think about frozen pizzas. And I walked up to those ruffians, and I said, put that pizza back in that lady's hand. And they said, just who do you think you are, mister? And I said, I was forged in combat.
Damn.
And they said, sorry, we'll do it. And I said, that's
They said,
damn
sorry
right.
about your damn luck.
Mm-hmm. And I said, now you all straighten up and be good. And they did. They listened to me. I turned them around just like that.
Boom. That's the way
Ultimate
you do
Warrior, he tried to make a whole mini series on turning around some ruffians. I did it in 1 hour.
Fuck
Probably
the
less
Warrior.
than that. I wasn't really timing myself, but and
You're
the
the
Forged
1
in
minute-
Combat shirt.
You're the 1 minute man.
I guess you could say that.
Did you just freeze?
I don't think so.
Oh, no, you're there. I'm wearing Mercedes Monet.
Hell yeah. I like Mercedes Monet.
I do too.
Think she's
Alright.
coming to AEW or what? They showed her on camera at the pay-per-view.
Oh, they did? I don't know.
You didn't know that? Yeah,
She's
they
hurt
should.
a lot. It's a problem.
She'll be walking down the aisle and her leg just snaps and she's like, ah. They're like, and Tony's like, well, shit, there's another big wad of money wasted.
So, I don't do this often, intro, but as everyone knows, yourself included, I am the most honest man in all podcasting.
Uh-huh.
So, I am going to say Inchman was 100% right last week on something. And I don't think it was any more evident than on the main event of Collision. AEW, get behind Britt Baker, put her in the title picture, put her in the main events, and you've got 2 women's titles, put one of them on her.
Yes.
It's clear she's the biggest women's star in the company, the most over. She's not only women, she's one of the most over people in AEW wrestling and in wrestling,
sure.
really. It's crazy. I think if you were watching that match and and you don't really watch it very often, you'd just be dumbfounded that she did win.
Yeah, because, I mean, she was in her home state, and I guess she actually went to college there. And
I want to say, I post this on the group of people who are like, oh, it's only because it was her home state. Like, come on, get your head out of your ass. I get you want to hate AEW to the nth degree, but if you can't tell me she's not been over for the last 3 years straight.
Yeah.
It wasn't an aberration. It wasn't she was there. And now, obviously, being in the hometown does help, but she's always been over. And the guy said, oh, well, she's really fallen, blah, blah. She's only fallen because she's never involved in anything. She's in no program. She's never in title matches, and it makes no sense because she is the woman in the company that the fans really want to get behind.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's no reason she shouldn't be in the title picture. Now, I know she said on that show, the reality show that they had going, that she doesn't want to be in the title picture when she's having a conversation with
someone's got
Tony.
to sit her down and say, you have a finite time in wrestling, and it can end at any point in time. Yeah. And while you're here, you want to make the most of it, and you want to make yourself a star. You want to do what's right for the company, and you want to do what's right for the fans here. And let's do this. Let's talk about this, how we can make this enjoyable for yourself, all this stuff. But you're the star in the women's division. Let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, why are you even here?
Yeah, and I was like, why are they putting her up against Chris Statlander right now? This shouldn't be like, let's make Chris Statlander with Britt Baker time. That's not what they should be doing.
Honestly, I like Statlander, but she has not been very over since winning the TBS title.
Yeah.
She was over when she won it, but not really so much since.
But you have a star on your hand, and you're just kind of wasting her because
I agree.
you're not utilizing her to her best. She should be holding the belt for like months.
I agree.
Years.
100%.
I mean,
and it was dumbfounded to me. This match was to really start a feud now with Statlander and Julia Hart. And it's like, I like Julia Hart's fine. I think she's improved, and you can do. I'm not saying get rid of her or anything, but that's reversed. Julia Hart should be a stepping stone to Britt Baker, not Britt Baker a stepping stone to Julia Hart. That's crazy.
No. I don't get why they're not utilizing her. That just seems crazy to me. But unless she really is saying she doesn't want the belt, but I would say, well, what the hell am I paying you for?
Yeah, why are you even here?
Why are you even here if you don't want
this
this belt?
business?
Yeah, I mean, you want to be like one of the top stars. I mean, I don't know. Maybe she just has a lot on her plate with being a dentist and everything else. I mean,
well, you're getting 6 figures wrestling in the company.
Yeah.
You can give up the dentistry. You can always go back to that.
yeah, I'd say give it up.
Like, I just love root canals.
If you really want to be a wrestler, you're at that stage where it's like it's time to go.
Do it.
Time to
you're a top promotion. You've got multiple TV deals.
Full throttle right now. Tell those you can fill cavities when you're on your free time.
Get Steve Austin, call her up. Say, hey, if you're not here to win the title, why are you even here? And you've already got the hardest thing that you're taking for granted what other people strive for. You've got the crowd behind you. They believe in you. They're invested in you. Other people try this their whole career and might never obtain it, and you've already got it. Don't squander it.
For sure. And I think that she doesn't like the backlash because I know there was some ordeal with her and Thunder Rosa.
But I think Thunder Rosa has a lot of issues with a lot of people.
Yeah. And it's like, if you don't like the way the girls are perceiving you because you're the top star, I mean, that's just how it is. It's lonely
that's
at the
their
top.
problem.
Yeah, you can't worry about that. I don't think Austin stopped and was like, gee,
no,
how does this make Val Venus feel? You know?
You're not
I don't
there.
think he gave a shit.
It's too bad. I'm not saying you have to be an asshole and stuff, but at the end of the day, it's not. It's good to keep friends with everybody, but that can't be your primary concern. And what kind of friends are they if they're not happy that you're doing the best you can be? You're the best you can be. Someone's got to be the champion.
Exactly, and somebody has to propel the company to.
And it would help It would help all the women in the division if the most over person is the champ.
AEW really needs a person right now to shut some of these fucking critics up because I'm getting sick of hearing it. I mean, there's some great talent in that company, but one of them's got to go to that level where it's like, this is undeniable. You have to watch this shit. And whatever you're hearing anywhere else, it's just a bunch of BS because this is entertaining stuff.
I agree.
They need that star right now, and for whatever reason, nobody's wanting to grab that brass ring. I mean, you got Kenny Omega, who I think is definitely capable of doing it. I think he could be, Austin level, like red hot. You need to watch this program. You got Daniel Bryan or Bryan Danielson, whatever the hell you want to call him. He's already talking about winding his career down. It's like, what the hell? Why are you in this company? If you want to wind your career down, I know you're doing creative and all that, but it's like you're in a place where you can go and have like a huge push, and it needs to happen. Or
the same. Even though it's a different thing, Kenny Omega not talking about winding his career down, but when he was a heel, he's doing great promos with Don Callis. But his big promos now, I think, are awful. Like the stuff with Don Callis, instead of like, you want to be invested in your hero and get behind him. He was this wishy-washy punk. He was just like, oh, I don't want any fight with my uncle Don. Even though Don carved him up with a screwdriver and stuff. Like, that's not good. That's not a baby face that everyone's going to get behind. I think MJF could be that guy.
You need to have
they got to
clear
get away.
storylines.
Yeah, they need to get away. Well, the MJF stuff with Cole is very good, but you got to get away. Honestly, I think it's time just to go with MJF as a full-on baby face. But that doesn't mean him come out kissing ass or anything. But he also can't. He can't be the guy always talking about going to WWE and stuff, because that's not good for the company either, because you want your company to look like the company where people want to be.
He's holding the belt. That's the only belt that matters.
Right.
You know, he doesn't want to go to WWE for more money. It does make the company look bad when they mention how they might go to WWE or something like that, or they're going to try to get more money. It's not
and now I guess Jade's going, Jane Cargill.
I wish her the best. I think they gave her a huge push in AEW.
Yeah, there's a question coming up later tonight, and it was like, are you happy that she escaped AEW? And now you can say some people have not been used well in AEW, and I will not disagree. There are people that they could have used way better. But there's no way you're going to argue with me that Jade is one of those people, because she was extremely green and limited, and they went full force with her. She works a limited schedule, never lost a match until she's leaving the company. She lost that one match, which was, basically like it wasn't a real loss. The woman just runs in and beats her. So there's no way you're going to argue with me that they screwed her over in any way.
Yeah.
That would be ludicrous.
For sure. I think they definitely used her to the best of her ability.
Yeah, I mean she was undefeated for over a year.
There's no way you can't say they didn't use her.
What could you do with her?
I blame one person for this. And I wish her well. I think if she wants to go to WWE and they made her a bigger offer, that's fine. But there's one person to blame for this. That's that damn Cody Rhodes, that no good bastard. He probably got in her ear and he was like, "Oh, you need to come over here. The grass is greener, blah, blah, blah."
I think she's a very business-oriented person, so whoever was going to offer the big money. But I know Meltzer is saying she'll probably either skip NXT or just go there briefly, because if they're paying her huge money, they're going to pay her huge money to send her to NXT forever.
That's so lame. Just go to NXT. I mean, they do that all the time. And it's to like cool people off, it seems like. It's like the cooler. They bring them in and they're like, "Oh, you're in NXT." I mean, like Adam Cole, he hardly had any like big matches on the main show. He was always on NXT.
Yeah, a lot of the people. The NXT, when it was its third brand and it was the cool, it was like the cool indie in its way, and that was fine. But there's always a weird element to NXT where they don't know if they want it to be the cool third brand or the actual developmental. And I don't think you can be both.
Yeah.
If you're the developmental, you can't be the cool third brand with a different style. And if you are the cool brand with the third brand with a different style, you also can't be the training ground. I always thought really there should be like two NXTs, and I'm not saying have two shows, NXT and NXT 2, but the NXT program you see on TV, if you wanted to keep it the cool third brand, and you keep guys like, who's the guy with the big gray beard and Johnny Gargano and those guys, and just keep them there, because they really don't work on the main show. And then have the guys that are really just not ready, or guys or girls ready, not ready for TV, just keep them off TV.
And Mighty Lexar here in the chat room. He says Cody Rhodes train Jade Cargill, so it makes sense. Makes no sense to me. Fuck Cody Rhodes. He's a turncoat. It's like he had a baby and he just left it on the stairs and walked away. He's like, screw that kid. I'm not going to be in it when things get rough. I'm just going to make it and say, be gone. He's a quitter and he's a piece of shit and I don't like him. If anybody disagrees with me, I don't like you.
Oh, I thought you were gonna shoot him. But the other one
no,
that they're
it's
saying
right.
also has a connection with Cody and that WWE is supposedly wanting to go after is Starks. So they have to be careful about letting showcasing guys and then just letting them
And we've seen
go
him
up.
he being the bag boy for Cody Rhodes,
I
just
know.
walking in with the bag. So don't push Starks.
Oh
Dead
no,
to
I
you.
like Starks a lot. I'm a
Don't
big fan.
push him. Fuck him. If he wants to be the bag boy for Cody Rhodes, fuck him. That's what I say.
But I saw so in our group I actually there's one I just the way I read it I just felt it was untrue, and it was Wardlow that WWE wants him, which I'm not saying that they wouldn't want him, but they were saying that he's not on TV because he's being punished because his belt was robbed out of his car. And I just think that sounds very made up because the big criticism on Tony Khan is always that he's too nice and tries to be everyone's friend and he's too trusting and all that stuff. So to also be the guy that would punish someone for being robbed, that doesn't make any sense at all to me.
Yeah, I don't think he would do that.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, that does. That just. There's a lot of stuff that just seems made up that people write.
But the AR Fox thing was strange that he had something wrong with his visa or something.
Yeah, but he's still used all the time, so it's not like he was really punished. So
I don't understand that situation whatsoever. It's like,
no, I think they just decided that they didn't want him to be a heel for some reason, but
after they
instead
did
of-
all that work
Yeah,
of getting that team over, and
now if they literally just had him off TV and he wasn't used anymore, I would think there's something to that. But he's not being punished because he's getting a lot of TV time, so it doesn't make a lot of sense.
I can't understand why they did that though.
No, it's bad storytelling because he was in a he brutally beat down this Nick Wayne.
Yeah.
And then he didn't even really turn actually. So he wasn't being a hero. They turned on him, the bad guys, and then the baby faces just took him back. So he wasn't heroic. He was a bad guy, and then he was kind of a dumb bad guy, which makes him a face in some way. But that was not good storytelling.
No. Does Incher hate Cody Rhodes' theme song too from Mighty Lexar? I don't rock to it like I used to. It's kind of bittersweet. It's just like, I used to like this song, but now it represents his fucking turncoat, and it's like, here he is. And then they use that line, there's more than one royal family in professional wrestling. It's like, you can't use that line anymore. Once you go back on your knees to the man, you're like,
I know.
oh, here I am. I tried to make it on my own, but fans booed me, and here I am.
There was something
Please take me back, Vince. I want that belt.
There's something Cornette said. I think there's something too. I never thought about it before. And he was saying that early on, when Cody, did the angle where he couldn't go for the AEW title anymore, he knew all along he wanted to go back to WWE and do the angle where he would win the belt his dad never would, knowing that if he won the world title somewhere else, it would take away from that angle. And I'm thinking, you know what? I think there's actually something to that.
Well, I don't understand how you could create a company
with all along you're just scheming to go back to the WWE, to raise your stakes to go back to the WWE.
I just have no respect for him whatsoever.
I don't either. And I was a big fan, and I'll never say I don't think he's a good wrestler because I do enjoy his matches. His promos are what they are. I mean, they're very corny and stuff. But I will not say he's not a good wrestler. I think he's a very good wrestler. But I don't respect. Now, it's not that Jade Cargill. Now, she got a great deal and went to WWE. That's fine. That's fine by me.
Yeah.
That's business. That makes sense. The difference with Cody is he actually started the company.
Yeah,
and left.
That's the disconnect for me.
Yeah, and left WWE and remade himself with his character was trashing the WWE. It wasn't. That was like what he built his whole reemergence on in New Japan, Ring of Honor. Everything he did was trashing WWE and Triple H, and from what everyone says, it was his idea that he wanted to make AEW against make the war, and everyone else just wanted to do their own thing. And then when he goes back to WWE and completely changes what he said, he was either lying before or lying now, but either way, he's a dishonest guy.
Yeah, I mean it's just a web of lies. You're not sure what to believe, but I mean the facts still remain. Started AEW, left and went to WWE. Makes no sense.
What about well, I understand that his dad couldn't have won AEW title, but I do agree with Cornette that it would take away from this angle of him trying to get the world title if he would have already been a world champion at one point.
His dad was a two-faced bastard anyhow, because he was all like, "Oh, I smiled when I seen WrestleMania." And it's like he was running freaking Starrcade at the time. So he was probably like wanting to be like, yeah, I want to jump to that.
Yeah, from understanding, it was pretty, they weren't good buddies and stuff.
Freaking. And all Vince did to Dusty was try to make him like, an idiot. Mm-hmm. He brought him out with the polka dots and everything else. And it's like he just wanted to like humiliate the man. And I'll give him credit. He had talent, and he wasn't humiliated by the things that they had him do. But that's all Vince was trying to do. So, but for whatever reason, I guess the money, he took it.
They're trying to get MJ. I know they vote
Cody.
MJ. There's certain guys. Look, you're not going to be able to keep everybody. And during a wrestling, if there is a war, it is good for the business for guys to go back and forth, even if they're leaving the company that I prefer. It's good for It's good for the wrestlers money wise. It's also good to freshen up both companies when people leave and go. You get new matchups. It's exciting. But AEW, they have to. Like I said, you're not going to be able to keep everybody. You can't give everyone a fortune to stay, but there's going to be certain people that you're going you can't afford to lose. MJF is a guy that I would say.
They came for Britt Baker. I don't think you could afford to lose her. I don't know. I think she would go.
Probably not, but I don't know if she doesn't have the attitude. She doesn't want to be in the top. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I
really
just got
doubt
that from that
now.
show. I don't know if that's a credible source.
Yeah.
I mean,
I doubt it would happen now anyway with her husband there.
Yeah, and they were wanting to make him a manager, and Vince hates managers, so it's like, how far is he going to go as a manager? It's just like, good God. Vince doesn't realize like how his bullshit is so easy to see through. It's just like, I want to make you a manager. That means he doesn't want to use you. That means he wants you to be passed away.
I saw someone on the thread there when it said about keeping MJF. Someone said they'd be better off. It'd be more beneficial to AEW to use that money to sign Edge or Brock Lesnar. I'm thinking that is so close. That is so nearsighted. That is not smart at all. I'm not saying that honestly, if you brought in Edge for a short period of time, you could do something with him. Obviously Brock, same way. But the idea that we'd be better off getting rid of a guy that's the legit future of the company to sign someone that has a handful of matches, that's very nearsighted and not wise.
Edge is just like gray water to me. He is just like useless at this point. He is so that run in WWE.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like it, but to sit back and and if you brought him in, I do think it's a new company. You could do matches. I mean, no matter what I think of him, I'm not really entertained by him, but I know people would like it. But the idea that would be a better use of money than to re-sign MJF is just asinine.
It's not looking at the big picture and making your own stars that are going to be there for a long time.
Yeah, you don't want if you have the company nothing but anytime they sign a guy, people say, "Oh, it's all ex-WWE." Now when you have a couple, you have to have veterans and new guys because you can't have just all new guys wrestling new guys. You have to have them wrestling other established names. That's how wrestling works, or anything really works. But if you did have if you abandon all your homegrown guys just for other names, like in the short term, it might be good, but you're just really limiting yourself to a short run. And Tony, doesn't want to do this for a year or something. He wants to keep this going for the future.
For sure.
I mean, that's what happened to WWE. I mean, WCW. They brought in all those guys that really helped them to begin with, and then they never really established anyone else besides Goldberg for a short period of time, and then all those guys, got stale after a while.
Mm-hmm.
Wrestling, you constantly need to create new people. Mm-hmm. And you can't get rid of a guy that you've put this much time into and is a legit star in wrestling. He's a guy they're going to have to open the books for, too. And I've always thought it was a mistake to do all those angles about him wanting to go to WWE because...
Yeah, we've never were fans of it. How big of a blow is Jade Cargill to AEW?
I don't think it's that big, honestly. I'm a fan, and I give her a lot of kudos. She was thrown on TV, clearly not ready, improved greatly, has a superstar look, lots of charisma. But there is a big part of the AEW fan base that will always be against her because the AEW fans are more in-ring oriented than like
WWE.
Yeah. Even in WWE, though, I don't think you can be like a poor wrestler and really get over. So I think it's someone that you definitely could have built around, but I don't think it's you're not gonna be able to keep everybody, and I don't think it's gonna be really a big
Is she gonna be Bearcat Jade Cargill?
The thing is, she has a lot of potential to be big in WWE, especially if WWE gets behind her. But now if they give her the push where she beats everybody, but if they don't, is she going to be okay with, losing half her matches? And it really all comes down to how she's used, because she's someone I do think WWE could really get a lot out of, but they have to protect her. And if she's not protected, I don't think she's somebody that will get over very well.
Mm-hmm. It seems like Vince wants to have these really large stature women like Rhea Ripley and Raquel Rodriguez. And now he's brought back Nia Jax, and so now they've hired Jade Cargill. So maybe that's what they're trying to do with the women.
But the thing is, if you have a lot of them, they don't stand out.
Yeah.
Even when it happened, when they had her feuding with Taya, I thought it was kind of a mistake. I said on the show because Taya was bigger than her and almost the same height, so it didn't really make her look that big anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have 3 or 4 women that are all very big, and especially if they're in the ring with each other all the time, none of them are that big.
Most definitely.
That's the same thing with Wardlow. People are saying, I actually don't believe the Wardlow stuff anyway, but if he did go there, he isn't a big guy in WWE. He's kind of like an average size wrestler. He carries himself like a big guy, which is good. I like him. He's another guy you need to protect. But in WWE, he wouldn't be like, oh, this is this big, giant monster guy.
Yeah. Well, I hope he doesn't go, but he really isn't being used a whole lot in AEW.
Yeah, I think there's something else to it. Someone said he had depression or something, but I don't believe the story that he's being punished for being robbed. Mm-hmm. I really don't think that makes any sense.
It's hard to believe somebody has depression when they look like Wardlow.
Well, I think that's, like Robin Williams. How could this guy get depressed? He was, super famous and stuff. But
wouldn't you just be eating tons of ice cream and just let yourself go?
Well, there's more there's people can get depressed over something.
I'm not going to believe he's depressed until he comes out looking like Cheeks.
Yeah, I mean, clinical
Then I'll be like,
depression
all right.
is a different thing than just being
I'm
sad.
like, he might be depressed.
But anyway,
But I'm not
I don't
believing
know.
it.
I have no idea. That's
gotta
just
come out
some
and be
guy
like-
posted, so I have no idea.
Yeah.
But it might make sense. He's been a guy that's been on and off the show a lot, so he might have mental health issues. That's why he takes time off a lot. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a lot of guys in AEW that you don't see all the time, and there could be other reasons, or it could be they just don't have something to do with it.
Maybe he listens to Cornette and it makes him cry.
Could be.
Could be.
He made the boy cry.
The boy was Wardlow.
Now, if I have a bunch of texts from Abdul the Butcher, can I just dox him and say this is proof that he can't
Dark
read
side of
and
the
write?
ring. This is a man you need to come to. Don't talk to us. Even though we have evidence to prove that something that was said on your show is most likely flawed.
Yeah, that and if someone supposedly had really late stage dementia, yet he did multiple interviews on here.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy Snuka, I don't know. Sounded like he knew what was going on when we talked to him.
Oh well, he's gone now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's hard to say anymore.
Yeah, maybe he was doing text to speech, Abdullah.
You think he was? It's possible.
But how would he read what I was saying?
You're giving him a way out here, Jack. Stop giving him a way out.
How would he read what I was saying?
If he can't read, yeah.
Was someone else reading it for him? I don't know. I think he's just full of shit.
Yeah.
Allegedly,
he is full of shit.
Mm-hmm. But one last thing about the NXT thing, about everyone going to NXT, and I see a lot of people talking and stuff. And look, I'm an AEW fan, but I understand there's a lot of great talent in WWE. I'm not an idiot. I don't think the talent is the issue in WWE. Why I don't personally like it. But a lot of people get really brainwashed by a lot of the WWE talk, like that. They really feel like everyone who's never been in WWE is the total shits, even though half the roster or more are guys from the indie scene.
Yeah.
And then they have this thing where if you don't go on NXT, you're just indie garbage, and then they reteach you and stuff. Now, come on. If you watch Kevin Owens, is he wrestling a completely different style than he wrestled on the indies and Ring of Honor? No. This is a modern style. In fact, a lot of the people in WWE do the same style that we see in these other places. Or guys like the guy wears the neck brace, Roderick Strong. Him and Adam Cole were praised as the greatest in NXT. They go to AEW, and now they're suddenly total shit, even though they're wrestling the same style. I mean, it's the stupidity.
Yeah.
People do a lot of dives. Even the big guys do dives today. The Usos are flying all around today.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think the Roman Reigns style is really, that's more different of a wrestling style than I've ever seen growing up. It doesn't even resemble a match usually. It's like some kind of physical play where they just stop the match and beat each other down they beat a guy with a chair for 2 minutes, and then everyone just stops and it's like there's talking and there's drama of who's gonna turn on who and all this stuff, and it's very weird.
The Tyler S here, he says Kevin Owens sucks, but I would say if all you saw was his personality in WWE, where especially with the current day,
I don't really see how you could think he sucked anyway.
His character sucks.
Yeah, I haven't watched the show.
That's
so
a WWE thing, but he was really great. In the indie scene. I mean,
I don't think I've ever seen him have a bad match, honestly.
Yeah, he's never had a bad match, but what they're doing with him right now is just his stuff. I do.
Yeah, well, I don't really like. That's why I haven't watched the WWE TV in years. I just didn't really like it, but
It's like if you're a Sammy or Kevin Owens fan, and now that
But a
Vince
lot of times
is
the
back,
pay-per-views deliver because they do have talented people and the matches are good.
yeah. But now that Vince is back, it's just like I just don't care about this storyline. They're all like, Kevin's mad because Sammy and Cody want to bring back Jey Uso, and it's just like, this isn't anything I give a shit about.
Yeah, but see, he thinks he just always sucked, but he has some very weird ideas, I think.
Yeah, I liked Kevin Owens back in the
Yeah.
day when he was in.
I've always
I
liked him.
still like him. I just know that he's been given like shit. I mean,
Big
that
guy
Jericho
sucked.
stuff was good stuff in WWE, but they don't let him do stuff like that. His stuff with Austin, but that was for the one match. But you can see that he can bring out this greatness, but they won't let him because Vince isn't a fan of him.
This is kind of ridiculous, though, too. He's not Hulk Hogan, but I mean, that would be like saying every movie sucks if it's not The Godfather or something. I mean, he's not the biggest star that's ever lived in the history of wrestling, so he sucks. I mean,
Boy, The Rock.
and I don't know, how can you say big guys suck, but then like Hulk Hogan? Hulk Hogan is a much bigger guy than Kevin Owens.
Yeah. Boy, The Rock came back, and oh my God. If you want to talk star power, like if you watch SmackDown, it's like, oh my God, it's like night and day. When The Rock comes out and the fans are just like eating up everything that he's doing, it's like, shit.
Oh, The Rock, yeah.
Because he made an appearance last week on SmackDown, and it's like, man, it's like, this is just unbelievable how over it. Which he's been gone for a long time. It's not.
I think he really overshadows Cena.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I don't.
Who cares about Cena?
I haven't really been a Cena fan for many years. So, and then even next to each other physically, he's like, even though he's older, I'm like, wow, he's aged a lot better than Cena.
Yeah.
Cena should look at him like, okay, I'm not gonna be fucking jacked beyond belief and stuff, but maybe I could shave my head like The Rock.
Yeah, I think that makes him look a lot older. If he would get that hair down, I mean, because everybody's taking shots at him about it, and it's like, man, could you is plugs not an option? Or
I'm sure it is. I mean, Jericho has a hair transplant of some kind.
I know Michaels does. He has to, and it's like, if he
He's
doesn't want to be
so
bald, I mean, he needs to look into this. It's not like he's not making any money. I mean,
and
dude.
Can he change up a little? I'm not saying he should come out and he's like suddenly a totally new guy or something, but to keep wearing the baseball cap and everything, he just looks like a goof.
Yeah, it does feel strange. I mean, just that he comes out and he's like still the same Cena. I don't know what exactly he could do. I don't know if he has the talent to pull off another character. I think it's just like, this is what I do.
I mean, he was really, when he's doing the throwbacks and stuff, I'm not saying he should come out and rap, but I don't know, change it up a little bit. This is a really ludicrous statement. How can Jack not be a fan of John Cena? So I just love everyone from Massachusetts. Like, that's a stupidity.
He's coming around on Matt Taven.
Oh, I like him as the Stu. That whole group, Roderick Strong, and I can always say he was a good wrestler, but and they found a way to capitalize on that and to capitalize on his like lack of personality and make that into a personality, and then you add the neck brace. He's one of my favorite acts in the show now. I'm a big fan of Roderick Strong. I'm loving it. And then putting on the neck brace after the match and stuff. This is a money thing. I dig it.
When Adam came out, he fell down and started selling it real hard.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
I love it. It's fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm glad you start to not be a Melvin, Jack. So
yeah, and the other two guys, I mean, they're like pretty useless, but they're good. Just as they're standing behind. Strong needs a couple, boobs with him. They're a couple of good stooges.
Well, nonetheless, I enjoy their stuff, but yeah, Collision has lost.
Wait a minute. If Tyler hasn't watched WWE in 15 years, how does he know if Kevin Owens sucks or not?
Tyler, come on now. You got to think about these. When people say they don't watch, they've watched, but they haven't like watched it religiously. I mean,
Right.
now I'm thinking if
I
you
literally have
haven't
not
watched
watched the TV. That's why I always make sure I say the TV, because I do watch the pay-per-views.
you're somewhat familiar with the programming.
Right.
Jonathan Jackson, he's about as guilty as this as anybody. He knows. Like,
he know. Yeah, he'll start talking about like the inner workings.
He knows more details than we do, and then he
Yeah.
goes, "I don't watch it."
He's like, I haven't watched in 35 years.
I bet he's got tapes and all kinds of shit in his house. There's a room that's just like a shrine to WWE, and he's going to be on that collector's show where they come and buy your shit. And Jonathan Jackson's going to be like, "Oh, I don't watch the show, but here's my whole room of collector memorabilia. I have the EMT outfit that BB wore. He has it. I know he does.
The DB hole.
I need that table just so I can go down the DB hole.
Damn. AEW needs a pinball.
AEW, yeah, that would be a cool pinball machine. I'd be a little tempted to buy that one. I would like to have the WrestleMania Legends table. That is a cool looking table, but you don't see it for sale often. Royal Rumble, I think that one would be a cool one to have too. It's pretty neat looking. Can't think of any other pinball machines that are like wrestling themed. Seems like they don't like gel too well, pinball and wrestling, because like those machines always go down in price.
There was a Royal Rumble one or something.
Yeah,
that was fun.
It just seems like they go down in price though, or something. Like it's like pinball fans don't.
Oh, I see. I
they
thought
don't
they weren't
like
good.
cross.
But
Yeah, I don't know.
They used to have one at my favorite seafood place. Now this was this not world famous, but it was a local it was a local establishment here for many years. Shaw's, and then it was Shaw's Seafood and Grandma's Pies, and every time my aunt would come visit, we'd always go there. And they had this old tugboat in the parking lot. People would come, from all over New England and New York and stuff to come get pictures there. Then they sold it and put up a Dunkin' Donuts and CVS. And I was like, come on.
That's pretty lame.
That stuff is so sad. Like, you gotta sell this local landmark to put up another CVS and another Dunkin' Donuts.
Dang.
There was a time you could stand at that Dunkin' Donuts and see two other Dunkin' Donuts. I'm not even being facetious. There were so many.
That's pretty bad. Dunkin' Blownuts.
Well, how about we should make the someone out there, a backer, anyone who has got some connections, let's get the in your head pinball.
That'd be cool. I'm sure it would sell like hotcakes.
The OIB hole. I'd be pounding that OIB hole.
And then you could have like shut Jack up and you like have a picture of your mouth where you shoot the ball in and you're like, whoop.
And I just go, you can never shut me up. Then we can make it where it's impossible to ever shut me up. That'd be sweet.
No, that would be torture.
That'd be
You gotta
awesome.
let him. You gotta have a payoff. Let me talk about the boogeyman.
So a big shout out to our Hall of Famers here, Steven Simmons, the original member of the Headyverse, Simply Ravishing, Mike Bessler, Vic Schiavone, Dadpool on YouTube, The Geek Getaway, Tech Dingoes, and Travis Sandal, along with our producers Brian Matthew Clutter, El Santos World, and Bruce Cirque Sena. You can help support the show and the rising cost. And for that, you don't just do it for the hell of it. You get some cool stuff. You can use a little emojis. You get Jackie Jones archives. And then for the one up, you can get the remastered episodes of In Your Head and shout out here live on the show. and producer, you get your name right here, right under us here during the live show and the podcast. So please help out. It costs a lot to run the show.
There you go.
And one other thing before we get to the calls, Incher, is if anyone is interested, what were we doing these for? I forget. $25 postpaid. If you would either Venmo Headyverse or Super Chat. We got a few shirts. The Sir Oliver Humperdinck.
He was a big fan of that shirt, too.
Yes, he was.
When we seen him in person.
This is the only one left, unless someone has one out there. Size 3X red. Pretty sweet. Or this one is for Tyler, and that is the Kevin Owens New Face of America shirt.
He'll love that one.
I think this might be a 4X. It's either 3X or 4X. I can't tell.
He's very proud of America and very proud of Kevin Owens.
Exactly.
So,
and one more.
Two of his favorite things mixed together.
And one more here is the yellow in your head logo, older logo. I don't think we use that one anymore. So, and that one's just an XL. So.
Always like that one.
Yeah. Yella, yella, kiss a fella.
You know it.
All right. How come he don't like Kevin Owens? He's a Canadian. I love everyone from
Jackie
Canada.
Jones, I want to ask you a question. Did you want to go out and buy you a bag of Doritos after watching Orange Cassidy and Hook form their team?
I didn't really get it.
You didn't like that they were eating Doritos and just
didn't really understand it. And
very nonchalant.
I'm not against the team. I like both guys. I just hope after that great run as international champion, they don't just let Orange Cassidy just slide back down the card. Oh man, did you buy that because of this?
No. My Doritos hat. I gigged myself before the show. Let's see if it's still. Let's see. I think it's this side. Like, I was working on my pinball machine and I hit my head like on a sharp metal
What
piece.
were you giving head under the pinball machine?
No, I'm LED in the Star Trek machine. And
what is that? Some kind of euphemism?
I think it's right around here. Can you see it?
I see it. Yeah, you got a big hole in your head.
Do I? Is it still there?
Yeah, I can see it. Seriously, I can see it.
Yeah, I gigged myself before the show. I was like putting a light in, and then like picked my head up, and I went bam, and I was like, oh shit, am I going to bleed? But I didn't bleed, but so
to be with us, you got to bleed with us. Forged in combat.
That's right. I'm hardcore. Did you?
I'm just hard. Yeah, boom.
You're like Juice Robinson.
Exactly, rock.
I think
hard
that was
juice.
the new brand of Doritos. That's like spicy something. Spicy chili. Is that what? I think that's what they were eating. I'm a Cool Ranch fan myself. Are you not a Doritos fan? You're not really good. You don't. It don't seem like you're feeling it.
No, I haven't. I don't eat that kind of stuff.
You don't eat Doritos?
No, I don't eat Doritos or chips.
Gotta eat Doritos.
I don't want out. Too many carbs.
I'm going to hold you down and force feed you Doritos.
I'll hold you down and force feed you my cock.
We'll see which one wins in this battle of Doritos versus penis.
I did
Sweet
see,
chili heat, Tyler S. says.
There was a company that was selling penis flavored potato chips.
Like who would be like, you know what I wish these potato chips taste like?
Some dick. Yeah, they make vagina and dick flavored.
Yeah. Something tells me this brand's not going to last very long.
By Chaz Chips. Dick flavored.
Asshole flavor soon to come.
That'll be the next series.
Spelled C-U-M.
You have to be 18 or plus to buy them.
Really? See, that even hurts your market even more. You can't even sell it.
Yeah,
to
because
people.
who's gonna buy it besides some dumbass like kid? I could see like Lexar buying them or something maybe.
Little Lexar, where'd you get these potato chips?
Lexar just bowing on him while he's down at the strip club.
Mm-hmm.
I could see that. Look, here they are. Pussy flavored and dick flavored.
Where do you get these? Do you gotta like go to like some seedy shop or something to get these? Like
Genitalia flavored chips. I think you have to buy them. I think you have to mail order them. Imagine if you mail ordered them and like the box came open at like at the post office and they're like, sir, these came in the mail for you.
it's like getting a package from Jason Mitten. You're like, oh, yeah, that was just a joke.
God, how stupid.
I told some people that I work with that I look like the Boss Baby because I had the Boss Baby shirt on, and they all agreed. There wasn't nobody who was like, I don't see it. They just all
really?
went, yeah.
Did that make you proud?
I guess. God bless Jimmy Jam. Rest his soul. We love
How
you,
did that
Jimmy.
come up?
I
Did he
just had their
bring it up
shirt
one
on.
day?
Oh, he just said it. I think after I shaved my head and said, "You look like the Boss Baby." I was like, "Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you. I love you, brother. I love you."
Would you taste them? Would you taste test those on the show?
The potato chips?
Yeah.
I don't know about that. This be kind of. That's something for you. I mean, you need to break your no eating chip clause.
There's too many carbs.
Too many carbs. You can give yourself a cheat day.
Yeah, but I'd really eat something better than that.
Well, you're the one bringing them up.
I just think they're funny.
That's exactly what's the matter with their business. Everybody's just going to think they're funny, but they're not actually going to buy them.
Yeah, well, I don't want to buy them. But I did buy these for Jason. Let me show you. I don't know. I don't think he ever told me how they were.
What's up, Lexar?
Lexa, you want some dick chips?
No.
That was a quick no.
Well, he knows he doesn't want it.
I want some pussy chips.
He wants the pussy chips.
Do you really? I mean, is that really what you think about? Is that like really what you want?
Just like, look what I'm eating, Mom. Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Joe deep flavor.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I sent these to Jason one year for Christmas. They're illegal chips. I couldn't find the blowfish one, but I sent him the maggot cheese flavored and horse meat flavored.
Maggot cheese? What's with all these weird chips?
Well, apparently that type of cheese is illegal to buy in the United States. Same thing with horse meat. So they made these chips that were flavored off these illegal products.
It's the forbidden fruit.
I've never understood why horse meat's illegal. I think you should be able to eat it if you want.
Horse meat?
Yeah. Why is it any worse?
Is it illegal in every state? Because like I think I met some people.
Yeah, I think it's illegal. It's illegal in the States, but I mean in other countries they eat it.
How long is the statute of limitations on that? Because I could probably have somebody.
You're always wanting to turn people in.
I mean, because like when I was a kid, there was like some dude who said he ate some horse.
Yeah, I mean you can eat it regularly in other countries. I don't know why that's any worse than eating a pig or a cow.
Let's see. Is horse meat illegal in all states?
Bruce! Bruce! Getting loose with the Bruce.
It says it is illegal to consume horse meat in Delaware, Hawaii, Massachusetts, and Rhode Island.
Oh. So you can eat it there. You can't eat it here, though.
Check out my tagline.
Horsemeat.com. Boom. I think that's the kind of site that Incher frequents. Like, I gotta go check out the horse meat.
Jack. Jack's lurking on my history. Let's see. Alabama, legal. Alaska, legal. Arizona, legal. Arkansas, legal. California, legal. Colorado, legal. Connecticut, legal.
I'm gonna go get me some horse meat. Connecticut's not very far.
Delaware, illegal. Florida, legal. Georgia, legal. Hawaii, illegal. Idaho, it's legal. Well, everywhere.
Jersey?
Chips are alive. And
How about New Jersey?
New Jersey, legal.
so you can eat horse meat, but I cannot. I
North
know it. Incher, Incher, you ever, fill your mouth with some horse meat?
West Virginia,
Legal. Do it up, Incher. Make some horse steak.
Rhode Island, illegal. Like, who's gonna, will somebody, if I brought you horse meat, would somebody come and, bust your door down and be like, who has horse meat in here?
Imagine if you're in prison and, your guy's like, what are you in for? I'm in for I murdered my whole family. And you're like, I ate a sausage made out of horse meat.
They probably feed them horse meat in there. That's what they eat.
Yeah. I would go to prison for grilling up horse meat on my grill, and then I go to prison and they feed me horse meat. Like
horse liver and onions. I've been to jail a couple of times. I've eaten the horse meat.
Tazo says that inbreeding is legal in West Virginia. I don't think that's true.
No, I don't think it's true.
It's legal everywhere if you don't get caught.
True. I don't think there are states where incest is legal, but you're not allowed to marry. So I think inbreeding is not legal in And what do they do to you though? Do you go to prison? I don't know. Who knows? We shouldn't talk about this.
So if you sent it to Kentucky, then Jason could probably consume that and not be in trouble.
That's true. So Jason, instead of eating the fake horse meat, go get yourself some real horse meat. It's better than picking out coffee beans out of animal shit and sending it to me.
Maggot cheese dangerous. This cheese with maggots is forbidden to be sold not only in the U.S., but also in the entire European Union.
I wonder why. I wonder what it tastes like. You think that's some good stuff, maggot cheese?
It says, in fact, it is considered potentially dangerous to health.
But instead of mold.
Mold?
Yeah, blue cheese is mold.
Oh. There's some Iowa blue cheese that they put in caves here. It's Maytag brand blue cheese. But there's cave systems in Iowa where they age it in. It's pretty yummy.
I like blue cheese. Tyler says animal sex is legal in West Virginia.
Between other animals, yeah.
Oh, okay. I know in Canada there was talks about I think if there's not penetration, it's legal. So if you rub yourself in peanut butter, you can legally let your dog go to town.
Because it's your dog. The person tapped out. They were trying, but they were hear the dog thing. They're like, fuck that.
But we're not here to talk about dog sex. We are here to talk with Lexar about professional wrestling.
Only 2 dogs.
We wonder why this is subscribers drop.
Can you arrest a hyena or something? You're like, wait a minute, buddy. You can't be banging that horse.
Only domestic animals, not.
All right. I'm gonna
Not
start a
wild.
whole line of bestiality shows.
Hold down a fox. Like
All
see
right,
what-
enough of this. Enough of this. We're here to talk to Lexar.
You've really found a topic that Bruce wants to delve into.
Yeah, we'll talk about this off air. In your head after dark. In your head, we'll be later on. We're gonna be doing in your dog.
Oh my god.
It's a new show. Me and Bruce are starting. But
Yeah,
what's on your mind, Lexar?
I forgot. No, I'm actually going to purchase tickets for AEW Grandslam tomorrow.
Good man. Do it up. Do it up. Yeah. Enjoy yourself. Have a good time, boy.
I want to see MJF versus Samoa Joe for the world title.
That'll be a good match. I'm a big fan of both guys.
MJF did like a local promoting here in New York. He was on New York CBS 2 promoting Grand Slam, and he mentioned his Rosie O'Donnell appearance, and he called Rosie O'Donnell a horrible person.
Oh, wow. That's thrilling.
Oh, well, they have a falling out.
I don't know.
How can you both it's very odd to me that you like are obsessed with those shows, but you also like vehemently hate everyone on those shows.
MJF says it, not me.
Yeah, but you said it with this giant grin on your face.
Because
I
she was
barely
on
even know who she is.
because she's a hater of Donald Trump, and she was
So
on.
why do you watch her?
I didn't watch her when she was on the
She's not
View.
even on TV anymore, is she?
Yeah, I did not.
I liked her in that baseball movie with Tom Hanks.
League
There's
of Their
no
Own.
crying
Yeah.
in baseball.
That was
That
a good
one.
movie. That's an
Yeah.
underrated movie.
She was good in that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
got nothing against her.
I haven't seen her in any films. Only time I saw her was she was when I was a kid. She was hosting the Nickelodeon Kids Choice Awards, and I watched that show.
Hell yeah, slimed.
They slammed her.
But I heard her and Madonna were having sex, and that's why they were in that movie together.
Whoa!
I'll be
That's hot.
No, I don't know. I
HLA.
think they're just good friends.
Oh, okay.
Little HLA going on, ain't you?
A little bit. A little bit.
Maybe not so much the H, but L. All right. What's on your mind, Bruce? Bruce, 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 Bruce. Ha!
Not much. Just trying to. I've been making like reels for Facebook
Hell
a lot.
yeah, do it up!
And stuff. And that's fun. I did a
Instead of those
junkyard
fakes
dog.
that Intra makes.
What did I make?
He's making reels, and I said you're making fakes.
Oh.
Get it? It's a playoff
Yeah, I get
reel, but it's a different reel. He's saying R-E-E-L reel, and I'm saying R-E-A-L reel. I'm sorry, Bruce. That's uncalled for.
But I don't know. I'm having fun like on Facebook, not putting words on Facebook and just like.
You're
And that's
trying
better
to-
for
you're a-
me.
This is a whole new way of communicating. It's not through words, but through visual means.
Yeah, like it's like a picture book or comic book instead of having to read.
Picture pages, time to get
Like
your
fucking
picture
bullshit.
pages, time to get your crayons and your pencils.
And
Was
your
that the Bill
Spanish
Cosby
law.
thing?
No,
It was always
he had,
on
like,
right
this-
before.
it was the blind guy from
No, that's
wasn't it Data? Or not
No,
Data?
No,
it was
that was
no.
reading. But
Reading
picture.
Rainbow.
It is not. It is not Geordie LaForge.
Yeah.
It's
This is my JY intro
LeVar
JYD
Burton.
moment.
Whoa.
It was Bill Cosby.
Oh.
And his marker was really squeaky.
Whoa!
It's like,
Oh! I thought this was like something from the trial. One of the women said he had a really squeaky marker. That's how they could tell.
he probably like drugged them with the markers sometimes.
They were all fainted out, but they could hear his marker squeaking.
I ordered one of those. It had like a little face on the
A
end of it.
squeaky marker?
Yeah, you could order them. When I was a kid, I'm sure they're banned now.
It'd be awesome.
I could see you being a big marker sniffer.
They were real squeaky.
I'm just kidding with you, Bruce. And we have the return, the long-awaited return. It's been years. He hasn't been on since last season. Jonathan Jackson!
Hey, how's it going?
What's up?
It's going pretty good, Jonathan.
Good to see you.
Yeah, it's been a minute. I'm liking the brand new setup. I waited season 5. It looks amazing.
Boom.
I've never thought I'd see 5 whole seasons, but I mean, I'm appreciative that IYH has made it through the thick of it. I can't believe it.
Thank
Jack,
you. Appreciate it.
Incher. There used to be another guy, Lexar. Bruce's ghost. Hell yeah, we made it. We made it. Yeah.
Yeah.
We made it in one piece.
They
I
said
see.
we couldn't do it, but we made it.
Incher, I will never forget you. I will never quit you, Incher.
Nah.
Thanks, Jack.
But I got some glitch in the simulation going, but I'm rocking the
Hell
IYH
yeah.
tie-dye.
I need to get myself one of those. That is really rocking. I like tie-dyes.
Hell yeah.
How's that song go? It's like, but nothing's gonna stop us now.
Tie-dye.
Oh, I think that would be appropriate. We need it right now. Yes. Yes, we're in your head and we've lasted 5 seasons.
Hell yeah.
Take that, all you other podcaster marks out there.
Damn.
What's that show like Starman? It's like, believe it or not, I'm flying on air. That's a good song too.
I could be so free, flying away on a wing in a prayer. Who could it be? Believe it or not, it's just me.
Hell yeah, but fuck Starman, because it's not IYH.
I didn't want to sing it. That was awesome. I didn't want to sing it. Yeah.
I did an interview with him, with the guy from the Greatest American Hero. And it's on, it might be on actually In Your Head page. Because
Is he a dick?
No, he's really cool. And it's a really weird out interview because I have a microphone and it's sitting right between us. And he just keeps making all these dick jokes. And then I'm like playing along, and then we're like, oh, let's go up to your hotel room and stuff. It's really weird.
Wow.
I don't think that's the end of the story.
And then, when he was talking about like he had a suit up in his hotel, and if someone's gonna start that kind of humor with me, I'm rolling with it.
Hell yeah.
I'm like, hell yeah, this is my kind of guest.
So hey, can you do the Papo?
So were you just rolling? Were you just rolling with it when you're taking it in the ass? I mean,
what?
Whoa.
You know I'm always the top.
That's why I said it. I know you don't like being the bottom.
Yeah, Incher knows from experience. He knows his place. That's why he won't share a room with me anymore.
Man.
Jack, was that
Can't
the
we just
best
switch
lap
it up
dance
one
ever?
night? What?
Was that the best lap dance ever?
It was.
Did he
Put his
float
cape
when he
on.
lap danced? Like, that would be the coolest.
Tyler's getting offended here.
Oh shit!
He's just figuring this out. Tyler, I mean, have you listened to the show? I mean,
We're in
5
season
seasons
5.
and he hadn't figured it out yet. What the hell?
William Cap, that's his name. All right. Anything else on someone's mind before we get to the questions? I don't see Steven here.
did you scream out my name when you guys were loving each other? Were you like, Insure? And he's like, who the hell's Insure?
Then I just fucking slapped him in the face.
Shut up. You don't need to know who that is.
Wow, 2011. I just looked it up when I did that interview.
I can't stand Elon Musk now.
Okay.
What did he ever do to you?
He wants to charge
Thought he was your
people
hero.
on Twitter.
Yeah, everybody wants to charge everybody on the Twitters.
I mean, you just joined. You shouldn't mind.
Like, I don't think I want to pay for Twitter.
I ain't
I'll
gonna
just do
pay. I
that.
wouldn't pay 2 cents.
Like, how's he going to start charging people? Like,
I
just
don't
every account he's going to send you an invoice?
The thing, when you're so rich, you just get out of touch with what regular folks. So to him, like, oh, everyone's paid me $10 or whatever. To him, that's like not even a nickel.
I think he's trying just to ruin it. I mean, why else would you buy Twitter and then now it's called X? And then like now you got to pay. It's like, is he just trying to ruin it? Is he trying to destroy all social medias?
There we are.
Yeah.
See, we were
Wow.
having a good time, both smiling. We were really smiling a little bit later on.
That was before or after?
Man, I'm getting really bad audio here.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. That's no good.
No,
I hear it too.
Hold on a sec.
I'm
Talk
not
amongst
hearing
yourself.
it. Yeah, but anyways. Well, Bruce,
Yeah.
what were you in jail for? I heard you earlier. You said you were in jail.
What the hell?
Is it anything we should talk about on the show, or do you not want to approach the topic?
I hear you fine.
How illegal was it? Was it?
What was illegal? Horse meat. Horse meat
Nah.
covered in maggot cheese.
Yeah.
Nah,
Inbred.
it wasn't exciting. No, I lived in a college town. I live in a college town, and there's a lot of police out at the bars, so just drinking stuff. But then while in the jails,
Why, you were in prison?
Yeah, you didn't
no,
get that earlier?
I didn't make it all the way, but I did get.
Did you have to join like the Klan or something? You had to join like
No. I just started drawing pictures for people, like pictures of their fat wife, and like make their wife skinnier, like just
Hell
not to piss
yeah.
them off,
So instead,
you know.
yeah, you didn't have to join the Aryan Nation. Instead,
No.
you bonded through art.
Yeah, they'd give me Pepsis and stuff free,
Yeah, see, that's
'Cause I
better
draw
than
their
giving you,
wife and stuff.
the something up the wazoo or something.
Yeah, never take a candy bar if it's on your bed. Just like
Whoa.
leave it there, like find out who put it there and give it back.
I mean, don't
'Cause
take
then
this
you're gonna
personally, but I could see you going to jail. You got the long blonde hair. You're a thin man. I could see it maybe not going so well, depending
Whoa.
on your point of view, or well, maybe if that you're into that. But
I'm a fighter, so like they might have like a broken cock before they're done with it.
man.
Oh shit.
I'll snap their dick
Whoa,
with my punch. I'll
best lap
punch it.
dance ever.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say you tense all up. And then
No, see, I was trying to get out of that.
You just right on me.
It just didn't work. It was just two there
Damn.
already. I tried my best.
Oh, well.
You have any stories from your prison days, Tazo?
Yes, I do. I've been to prison 4 times.
Really?
Twice for marijuana and
Man,
twice
you
for
no longer do that.
harassment.
Harassment?
I
Yeah,
don't
like
believe that. That's impossible.
stalking, harassment, whatever. It's a bunch of bullshit, really. There was some fat, butted woman at the dog park who I said to her, I said, because you really pissed me off, I said, if something happens to your dog, if something happens to Jack, her dog's name is Jack, I said, I'm going to kill you.
What?
And then she went to the cops, and you can't say those.
See, you're not like New Jack, Tazo. New Jack would have said that, and people would have just laughed. But if Tazo says it, it doesn't work.
I thought it was like a Greyhound park, like where you race dogs. That would make more sense where violence would happen.
At the racetrack?
Yeah, like, hey, you took my
Like,
bet.
I lost on the trifecta.
Yeah, you throw your hat down and get all pissed. Like Santa's little helper.
When you're in the big house, Tazo, like, can you can you join like the Aryan Nation or do you like, I don't know where you'd fit.
I don't know either. I don't know where I would fit. But the first time I was in jail, I actually got extorted for $10.
You got sold for $10?
Extorted.
Oh.
Somebody needs to turn their fucking microphone off.
It's not me, is it? I really don't hear it on my end. Maybe it is me.
Me either.
Let me mute myself.
I hear
I got
everyone
extorted for $10 by some little kid.
A little kid was in prison?
Yeah, like a little 12-year-old kid.
You sure he wasn't just a midget?
Might have been. I don't know, dude.
They throw kids in prison in New York?
Yeah, it was back in the 80s, you know. Some little scruffian, I would call him a little scruffian.
What, like the 1880s?
He's like, hey, give me a penny. Yeah, little paper boys, you know, with his little knickers on.
Bill the Butcher?
You know, his little hat on. He's like, have his hat on. He's like, come here.
Like a
Hit
paper
me on the
boy
head
hat?
with like a stick. Yeah, well, they took my money. I had $10 on me. They gave it to him. I had to give it to him so they wouldn't kick my ass.
Yeah. Everyone hear the show fine? Oh, now it's coming back.
Is it me? I don't know, because I don't hear it at all. Maybe it is me.
Yeah, I hear.
Maybe
I didn't hear anything at all for a little bit, and then it came back.
Maybe it's
I don't
Sunset
know.
Jackson.
Oh shit, it's me. I don't hear it.
No, I think it is Insure. Sadly.
Maybe it's that F-35 that's gone missing, huh? Huh?
What?
Maybe it's the little beeper on that F-35 jet plane that went missing. Maybe Jack has it in his backyard. Maybe it crashed.
Yeah, I have a jet plane in my backyard.
Maybe it crashed in
I
West.
have a really fucking big backyard.
You heard there's an F-35 missing, right?
Not
Some
until
crazy
right
shit.
now.
Did they find it? Anybody
No,
know?
I'm
Did they
gonna
find it?
I
call
heard there
Alex
were
Jones.
like, I just saw that like pieces were found. Maybe I would just like saw it and went by it. I didn't
Here's
look
what
at it.
Here's what happened.
With
Lexar.
melted concrete.
Here's what happened. Whoopi Goldberg ate it like Godzilla. She's like, grabbed it
Wait,
out
what?
of his eye.
Oh my god.
The fat cow.
We could talk about prison and she boofed it.
Man,
It's
some
like
prison.
sticking it up your butt. Anyway,
Oh damn! Is that how you would bring in the like?
no,
your
I think that's
markers?
how you drink up your ass. That's what that is,
I
right?
thought maybe that's how you smuggled in like your chalk and stuff to draw all these pictures.
Or maybe it's heroin. I don't.
What the hell? You have a big jump.
You can boof anything, right? More or less. You just
I don't
stick
know.
it
My
up.
brother would call it keistering it.
Is that how you would get in the tzatziki sauce, Tazo?
Keister it in a balloon.
I would boof something, and then somebody would shove their tzatziki sauce right up after it.
Hey, that's a big hero you got there, buddy.
I was like,
I don't know if I could
no,
take the whole kebab here.
There goes the heroin.
Cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger. Pepsi, no Coke.
Damn. That's a weird show. I thought I was going to come on here and talk about, like, Hangman Page and stuff.
Yeah, what the
But we're
hell?
here talking about prison sex and
watched some
boofing.
of that in these past few weeks.
And what she did to the fucking roster, she destroyed everybody.
Who?
Nia
No, that was fake news. That was like kayfabe. It was just we went over this early. People just read the headline. Like myself, I read the headline, but then I actually read the thing, and they're literally talking about an angle on the show, like it's real. And I was like, God, what a bunch of bullshit.
I believe Rhea Ripley is actually injured, man. I think you're wrong.
No, see, now you're just being a mark.
Mark.
A mark whore for wrestling.
No, I'm not. I think she literally hurt Rhea Ripley, dude.
No, it's an angle.
Come on, WWE does not have the balls and doesn't have the gumption, doesn't have the brains to
do an angle?
An angle like this, where they know Nia Jax has hurt a ton of people, so they're gonna.
Isn't that how Becky Lynch became popular? By this exact same thing?
I have no idea. She did. Who did she hurt?
No, I mean she got really hurt, then they made it into an angle.
Becky got hurt by Nia Jax.
Right, and then they made it into an angle.
Yeah, that's when her face was all bloody from her nose getting broke.
Okay, so all right. So then why? I mean, come on. This is obvious nepotism, and I'm here to fight, to punch up against The Rock.
I actually like Nia Jax.
What?
I like
and
Nia
what is
Jax.
The Rock doing back on? I just want to toss my
because there's the strike going on, so him and Cena can't be making movies right now.
So they need that WWE money.
Some wrestling.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, it's not like the XFL is doing anything right now.
Yeah, now the XFL says it's going to merge with the USFL to make the most elite football league in the world.
Hell yeah.
All elite.
Are they
football.
doing that?
All extreme football.
They just need to start working football games like wrestling. They need to go out and start.
I think it'd be really hard because it's not it's like you'd have to have the whole team in on it.
Yeah, that's
what I'm saying. Pretty cool. Wouldn't that be cool?
just
You have
work
6 teams, and each game is like a sitcom, and the coach comes out and
The hard part would be working passes and stuff because you'd have to
passes, working
that would
plays.
What
bomb, you throw the bomb, the guy's running. He's like,
They could hire Dan Marino and bring him out of retirement. He'd be like the Hulk Hogan of the league or something.
You'd be like, you're a weird guy,
brother.
Ace.
I'm coming back to save
football. You could bring a Legends League. You got a John Elway, Troy Aikman, Dan Marino.
Those fuckers are old.
Yeah, but we love it.
Bo Jackson hobbling out there.
Bo knows football.
O.J. Simpson.
Hell yeah, he could be a top heel.
Hell yeah.
OJ's playing for the California Killers.
He could be the Undertaker.
He might behead this guy.
But an actual heel.
I might watch that.
Chris Benoit, Chris Benoit.
OJ could get in his Bronco and drive the football down to the touchdown.
What do you
like it?
What do you think, man? What do you think the traditionalists would think of this?
I think they would hate it, but I don't care. They got to do something.
I don't know.
I mean, they got just shit. They have shit in their.
The world's getting a little crazier.
I would have all those games would be on TikTok, right? For sure.
So
and they'd only be a minute and a half long.
Hell yeah.
A million heart attacks.
When I was
making so fast.
A movie, Bad Art Cops, and I was the oldest person on set, and there was this kid there, and he was talking about his podcast, and I was like, oh yeah, I do a podcast too. Anyway, we started talking, and he went on this big thing about how he edits them all down to 45 seconds. At the time, I think he had to have it 45 seconds for TikTok. Or it might have been Instagram. But anyway, yeah, he edited his podcast down to 45 seconds an episode. And I thought he meant just like highlights. But I went and looked, and his whole podcast were literally 45 seconds long. They weren't even and it was a group of people almost like this, but they were in the same room together. So it was like 5 or 6 people, and they were edited down, not even to sentences, but like sound bites, phrases. And I just could not wrap my head around it. Like, I thought, what the hell is this? And I was like, some of my podcasts are 4 and 5 hours long. And he just looked at me like I was looking at him. Neither of us could understand what the hell we were talking about.
That's awesome.
Was that Extreme Falls?
No, I don't know his name, but
I don't know who would. I've never met somebody who's like, I listened to a podcast. It's like 45 minutes.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's huge now, but
that's what the kids think the podcasts are. They're just like 2-second clips.
Yeah, I didn't get it, but hell, more power to him. Seemed like that would be suck though, to you'd sit around talking and you edit it down to 45 seconds.
Yeah, why the hell?
Intro, I want you to start editing down every episode to a 45-second highlight.
Yeah, we're not trying to make friends here. Like, what the fuck?
Post it.
I'm joking.
Just be like, oh yeah, all right, we're back, and then
no, it's too long.
Get to the fucking wrestling, man.
Full sentences. It's very weird. Very weird.
Like 2 seconds of the intro, and then you're both saying your names, and then
I don't think they even said their names. It was literally like phrases. It was very weird. I can't even explain it.
Like sex, cocks, football,
basically.
ass.
Yeah. It was very weird. I didn't understand it. But that's what happens when you're around a bunch of young people.
You just don't understand. You're like, I don't understand any of this.
Old man.
So I've got 4 movies, 4 feature films I've produced, Tazo.
Hey, I realized that's called pixel art, right? That you were showing me.
Yes, pixel art.
Yeah.
Tazo just thought all these pixel stuff. I was doing with AI. I just punch in, which maybe you could do. Unfortunately, that's sad. But no, I draw them 1 pixel at a time.
I don't know if you're working me when you say that. I don't know if you're actually.
No, that's how I do them.
Sure.
I believe you, but a little part of me says Jack's effing with me here.
No, that's how I make them.
I screenshotted 100
I
episode teaser
could've sent it to
things.
you, but that's cool that you went through all that work.
It was fun, but I'm OCD kind of. But
No, I like
anyway, but I noticed that everyone was completely photoshopped, and I was like, oh my god! And that's only a couple, because I used to go on the website back in the day, and there were 1 million on there. You probably had to redo them and all kinds.
There's a lot of work involved, and then as time goes on, you have to make different because everything's not a universal dimension. So you have to make
resize it
640 by 360.
I'm using rinky-dink programs,
but 1920 by 1080 for YouTube. But then you got to make a square for this other site, and this other Instagram has to be a square, and then Facebook banner has to be really long, and it's a real pain.
Yeah.
So what I want the world to do is to come up with 1 dimension and just stick with it for everything. Everything has to be 1 uniform dimension.
I went into the pixels and matched the pixel count instead of dimensions.
Jack, you're kind of like the Hitler of the internet.
What the fuck?
Yes.
He wants everything to be the same dimension. Oh my goodness.
That's a secret to a good German accent, is you just going to be very angry. I was in Chinatown. Well, I'm in there a lot, but I was in there this one time, and this nice Asian guy, I guess he's Chinese, was talking to me, And I noticed he had a yellow shirt on, and it matched the walls, and I was like, oh, it matches the wall. And he's like, and he started telling me that if you wear yellow, it brings like a joy to your life and all stuff. And so then he started asking me my nationality, and I was like, oh, I'm just a white guy. And he's like, no, I mean you're not. So anyway, I told him I was Italian and German, and he goes, oh, I could see the Italian. Well, he didn't say Italian. He was a Chinese guy. Like that I had the. It's because Italians are friendly and nice, and he said Germans not so much. I just thought it was very funny. He's just like Germans aren't very nice people apparently.
Oh my!
Mm.
But they make chocolate. How could they be so bad?
I mean, plus you have short hair. If you had long hair, he'd say you weren't that evil.
Just like the Russians. Well, I think it's
I
reverse.
think German people have gone out of their way to actually try to seem nicer and more softer and more, even though kind of they're kind of dirty and they're into
dirty. Germans very
not dirty like
sneaky.
It's not like you said I was. It's not like I said I was Greek.
They're perverted, man. They're kind of perverted and stuff.
Perverted.
I think every culture is probably perverted to some extent.
What?
Have you seen their pornography? Oh my god.
I hold no perversions in my being.
Hell yeah, Swedish erotica. I have volumes 1 through freaking
Swedish.
The German's all about the pain.
Dang.
Like,
you're German, right, Bruce?
yeah, and they're weird. My family's weird, every last one of them. And Germans kind of like have like I don't know, it's like every man for himself kind of thing. In my family, at least.
Bruce, you remind me of the guy who was running the U.S. like the army shop in the movie Falling Down.
I don't never seen that.
Yeah,
Falling Down.
That's Tazo's favorite movie.
Yeah, this kind of a story. I could see Tazo being like
memorabilia.
I used to always think Tazo was like the guy from Taxi Driver, but he probably is more like Falling Down. Now I think about it.
Me or Bruce?
No, I meant you're like the main guy, but yeah, Bruce.
Yeah, he's like the guy, and he's got like all the Nazi, and he's like, "You're like me.
We're
the same."
I knew exactly what you meant, so you just start saying it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think if I got left back in Germany, I think I would have been. Yeah, I think nobility is in my family somewhere.
Travis
in the
Sandell,
past.
I bet Tazo sniffs bicycle seats.
Recent past.
Let me tell you something, bro. I make a point of not looking at women, not giving them any of my attention.
Who didn't say women's bicycle seats?
It's just a fetish.
So what do you think about that F-35 missing 1-inch biceps? Because that's kind of right up your alley, right? Like you want to like go out, grab your guns, and go hunting for that shit. I heard a militia shot that thing down.
I haven't really heard much about it. I just I seen just a thing on the internet.
You know what?
And I haven't really paid too much.
You want my real answer?
Yes.
All you got to do, go down to the Lost and Found, and they'd be like, "Yes, sir, we have it over here in the back room." Boom, found.
I think Incher's in his fucking he's in a bunker right now. I think Incher goes into a bunker every night, and I don't blame you necessarily.
A bunker.
Yeah, a bunker, like probably deep in a mountain somewhere.
It's like that Brendan Fraser movie.
There's no movie here, baby. This is the truth. This is the real deal. I'm sure you have like tunnels where you have all your in your head swag that Jack sends you. Because I know you guys make a fucking shitload of money. This is like the Tim Pool fucking live podcast. You guys are making tons of dough. Don't fool me.
Been showing these shirts here. I've had this shirt for 15 years. This one shirt.
And then somewhere in a mountain, this guy's in a bunker over here. He probably comes out about 3 times a week to do some old lady's plumbing. That's his whole deal. Comes out and fixes pinball machines in these random like arcades, these lost arcades in West Virginia.
Pinball wizard.
Exactly. Fucking pool halls where like dudes with one eye hang out with cats
with one eye open. Playing your pinball right.
Is this a short? Is this like a slow? Hey, did you hear Okada said he fucking hates TNA? He's like, I fucking hate that place. He's like, oh, I fucking hate it.
Obama?
No, Okada.
Oh.
Rainmaker, man. He's like, I hated it there. They treated me like crap.
There's a restaurant I walked by in Boston called the Grain Maker, and I always think it would be fun to get Jericho and Okada there and get a picture and be like, it's the Pain Maker and the Rainmaker here at the Grain Maker. Boom! Season 5 starting out with a bang.
Yeah, there's always tomorrow, you know. Yeah. Strongest member of any group he's ever been in.
Fuck that.
You know what, Tazo? If I had 3 of these in a row, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I do know what you're saying. Baphomet. I saw your buddy Geraldine with a freaking shirt on with the little Baphomet inside of a incher. What are we gonna do, bro? Can I come to you? Can I move up there, dude? I'll sell the shit that I have here. I got a couple of places.
No. No.
Man, it's all gonna break down.
You're not
here.
coming to my bunker.
Come on,
No.
dude. The East Coast is gonna burn. It's gonna burn. It's gonna be a human shit covered human
Well, technically,
corpse.
I'm in the East
Fire,
Coast.
a pie.
What if he brings a 5-gallon bucket of peanut butter?
I'll bring more than that, dude.
Ooh.
I'll bring peanut butter.
If I rub it on my balls, would no.
No, I'll go to BJ. I'm still fucking
Will
serious.
Tazo do his dog impression?
I just can't get guns. I cannot get guns, you know? So I leave it up to you to get the equipment, the grenades.
What the hell? You know, we can't have this kind of talk on the show.
The fucking 22s. We're going to fucking play Russian roulette while we're heading out and waiting for it to fucking
Now we're
go
going down to Deer Hunter country.
Yeah, getting some blow, eating some bananas, like fucking going crazy.
Fire, man, everywhere. 35.
Man, is this the Raw report?
Armies
Man,
of
it sounds
black
really
people
weird this week.
descending on us, man. Oh,
Is this the new
It's
Sergeant
filling the
Slaughter?
time of the actual Raw report, yeah.
Oh man, hit the intro.
Whatever happened to where is did Steven abandon us?
Tonight.
He's probably about to call in, and his wife is like,
No, you don't.
Like,
They're talking about dogs having sex. You fuck. Those guys are losers.
What do you think of this hat, Tazo?
He looks like a full libertarian.
The sex
What?
parties.
You don't even know what that means, because that you'd probably be pro-libertarian.
You are a freaking sodomite, man. You are a freaking sodomite. What rituals are you performing above your butthole every night, huh? What kind of demons are coming out of you?
What the hell?
Jesus Christ. This guy loves just to be in the muck and the mire. He wants it all to come down. He's a Sabatine Frankist, 1-inch biceps. We have to just let me come to you, sir. Send me your address.
Did you
I
ask?
will be there
Oh, I
in
thought you
about a
said,
week.
let me come in you.
"Oh my god!"
I'll be there in about a week.
Nice.
What is that? Fucking Al Capone's fucking.
The freaking hologram of the room comes down. That's the real room.
He's in
What
a
if
bunker
Tazo
the
sleeps in
entire
his car in front of your house?
I don't have.
And
a
he'll
problem.
come in for showers.
time? House.
How about that?
Bruce, that
It looks-
does though. That dungeon door. That looks really good, doesn't it, Bruce? It looks familiar to you, doesn't it, Bruce?
It looks like that prison that Brazilian
Grandma?
prisoner escaped from.
Grandma?
Is that the swinger dungeon?
Johnny Swinger.
Johnny Swinger.
That was
Still
killing
alive?
my connections.
No.
Yeah, he's still alive. He was wrestling in Impact.
No.
Why does it kill my computer, but it doesn't kill anybody else's? It's just mine. I can't do fancy stuff.
What were you trying to do?
Gotta
So,
get something
Tazo,
up to date.
I was wearing
Yeah,
this hat, and Bearded Incher was wearing this hat.
You guys are like Sam and Smith. Jesus.
No, he looks like a Nitro girl.
Nitro girl.
I have
the-
some different views on
the
Mitten
I like
after you
gold
told
guy.
me about the Mitten.
What?
I think the Mitten is pretty willing to be in that hat for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
What Nitro
Wait,
girl?
what?
Tigra. and
Intro, would you
Aggie
walk
and
around
Thor.
with me in that hat?
Never.
What?
Never.
Put a collar on him, baby.
Yeah. Hey, you're no fun unless you grow your beard back. All right. So what do you think? Should we get to these questions? I don't think we're getting a Raw report.
Get to the question.
Yeah, might as
And
well.
the double.
This show's boiled down into madness.
Yeah, just now.
I don't know how it happens. I mean, we started out pretty strong, and then it just goes down to this.
No, I think it's even better now. No, it's been fun.
Excuse me.
I like Tazo. Tazo's looking, he's talking, mental, but he looks pretty good.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah,
That's
looking
all
good,
that counts.
looking healthy.
I'm
How's
trying.
your shoulder and stuff? You healing
My
up?
shoulder is shit, man. I don't know if you can see it. You can see the plate. Whatever.
That
Whatever.
should be your wrestling gimmick. You hit people with the shoulder tackle and they get knocked out because it's all bionic.
They
Like,
should do
holy
that
shit, he hit him with the bionic shoulder. No one's done that before. Had like a titanium implant in their shoulder.
Yes, there has. Nia Jax has one.
Look at this, Lexar, best lap dance ever.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Lexar just, oh yeah.
Doesn't sound like
It
he's
reminds
trying to lose some of his dollars.
Is that like?
Hell yeah.
It reminds me of the time I visited this New York City strip club and they were dancing exactly like Tazo does.
Look, Tazo's in pretty good shape though.
I know he's trying to give that lap dance.
See, look, Lexar, get out the money. Get out the dollars, make it rain. Look at that. He's got experience doing this.
I could tell.
Yep. That's when the fellas peek through the glory hole before they stick their dongs through. That's what they're seeing.
They look in the hole and see that.
Yeah.
Or he has like a hat on the ground.
Then
and
it's a
he's dancing
bait
in
and
front of-
Yeah, you should probably. Is it bad form to peek in the glory hole? Because I think you might get poked in the eye. What's
your
the proper etiquette at a glory hole, Tazo?
Yeah, at least stand 6 inches back, like maybe more.
Oh,
12
the way
inches if
Glenn
Jack's
Miller
on the other
played.
side. Yeah!
Songs that made the parade.
Guys like us, we had it made.
Those were the days. My tenants are gonna freak out. I better stop.
Play me a song. You're the piano man. All right, enough of this bullshit, Incher.
Yeah, enough of it.
So do me a
Let's get
favor,
serious.
after we're done, go back and edit out the last hour and a half.
Yeah, that's not gonna get copyrighted.
All right. Jonathan Jackson, who is a top contributor on the Facebook group over at facebook.com/group/IYH Wrestling, which all of you should join right now if you're not a member. He wants to know, bitch, you did what?
That's what he wants to know.
Yep, or more apropos. Bitch, you did what?
Oh my goodness.
That was very black.
No
Oh,
need for
Malachi?
racism here. It's true. I've got that right here. The House of Black.
That's what I said. House of Black. I said House of Black.
How much would it?
Tazo? What do you think of this mustache? Intro love.
Fucking awesome. It's awesome. I used to hate those handlebar mustaches, but on you, bro, it looks awesome.
How big of a super chat would it take to shave it off?
$500.
$500 super chat. He'll shave off his mustache.
I was offered a role as a mob boss. I don't know. Should a mob boss shave? I don't know.
Probably.
Somebody
I don't know.
can flex their wallets here. Just like do a big flex. Have Jack shave his mustache.
But, no one wants to see me shave. But for a super chat of $25, you get one of those shirts I popped up earlier. Jonathan Jackson, when was the last time you feared for life at work? Well, I'm self-employed, so that would be really weird.
Hmm.
But you ever at work? Oh, fuck. I'm fearing for my life. I gotta call Meltzer.
I've had situations where I've worried about my safety for sure. Yeah.
Did you call up Dave Meltzer?
No, because it has nothing to do with wrestling. But
do you think if you called up Dave Meltzer and you just start talking about something non-wrestling related, you'd be like, "What?
What
Speak English? I don't understand."
Yeah, I think so.
Did this happen in Tokyo, though?
How do these kids go up and ask him for help with their homework? Can you help Dad with this algebra?
They didn't. They know he's a fucking idiot.
That's 6 stars right there.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, there was this public access show that helps kids with their homework for 2 hours.
Oh, that's nice.
That's pretty
You
sweet.
call in and ask them the answers and stuff.
So they just cheated.
Ask them out, and they'll give you instructions.
Well, they didn't help you. I was just saying, help you. They just cheated.
No, they don't have a teacher's edition.
In high school, right before I graduated, I did graduate, but this teacher was like, "I have to give you 500 extra points just so you graduate."
So she's like,
and
"Come on over after school, Bruce. I'll put you to work for some extra credit." Yeah.
She was like, "Otherwise you wouldn't graduate." Yeah.
What did you have to do?
Nothing.
Toss
she
that
started
salad?
crying and I got uncomfortable. Then I walked away.
What the
I've never seen her again.
Was that afterwards she started crying?
Was she so torn that she didn't want to fail you that she started crying? And
yeah. She was doing something unethical, kind of.
Whoa.
Oh, shit. You should have said, "I'm going to report you now," and started blackmailing.
Oh, shit. Just in her face. No, I wanted to graduate, actually. So I just let it go. I was like, thank you.
You blocked it all out. Blocked out all the memories.
But now you're busting her out right here on In Your Head.
I think she might be dead because she's really old.
I can't believe you're telling us about Mrs. White.
75. Yeah, I don't even remember her name.
Really?
Wow. Love them and leave
She
them.
helped you graduate. You can't even bother to remember her name.
Yeah, I never went to her class.
What?
That's why I didn't have the
passed
points.
you and you never were even in class one day?
Yeah, well, I went sometimes, but
I think we're getting half the story. I think he threatened her, and she's like, "Oh, please!" and she's crying and shit.
Yeah, she was cowering in the corner. No, I have a family.
Yeah, hanging her out the window with one leg or something.
With her wooden leg.
Dangle her out.
Do you have any favorite teachers like this touching story, Incher?
Make her eat
I
chalk.
have some favorite teachers, but nothing to the degree of Bruce's ghost here. So, nothing along those lines. I have teachers that I think were good, and I had teachers that I think were really bad. But
are they still alive?
I would say some of them are. Yeah.
When was the last? Oh, sorry, I'm sorry. Jonathan Jackson! Big Show is named in a massive PED scandal. That's performance-enhancing drugs for the kids out there, called Operation Strikeout. Will his career ever recover?
Who, the Big Show?
Well, it's a Big Show.
Isn't he retired?
Yeah, I thought he's
Big bad
retired.
steroids tonight.
Yeah.
He's talking about.
Whoa, is that your
These-
steroids?
Whoa.
Yeah, I just gotta like.
Damn.
Oh, in my ass. Sorry.
Whoa. That's what Incher used to tell me every night.
I'll just do it in your mouth, like.
Whoa. Damn.
Ah.
I'm up for either one.
Tazo's getting
I was-
excited.
I was doing a whole bunch of
Bringing
Rick
back bad
Rude
memories
picture
for Incher
things.
in the big house.
Like, I like how Rick Rude flexes. He's always like, "Argh!" It's like he's like, I'm gonna kick your ass. Like, it's really awesome.
Simply ravishing.
Yeah.
Woo. For all you Headyverse sweat hogs. Now take a look at what a real man looks like. Anastasio Theodosiadis wants to know if you've seen the 1979 movie The Deer Hunter, and what are your thoughts? One of my favorite films. Great movie. Great cast. Amazing cast.
Yeah, I've seen the Deer Hunter. It was it's crazy that like he got like obsessed with that Russian roulette, and it was like, what's the meaning behind it? Because I've only seen it once. So.
Not just the war. You can't just get out of the war. It's there. It's stuck in you forever.
Yeah, but
You can't you can't just send folks out there and then expect you to come back and just be the same.
Mm-hmm.
My friend used to say "fucking A," dude, or he'd be like "fucking A" all the time. That's what I know about the Deer Hunter.
Did they say fucking A lot in it?
I think he said it once, but that's what's stuck in my head.
You ever play Russian roulette?
All
No.
the time.
I don't think they have it at Encore Casino when I went.
Yeah, they've got German roulette.
Exactly. Nikhil Callahan wants to know, his contract with Impact Wrestling is set to expire October. As of now, a new deal is yet to be reached. He has been with Impact since Slammiversary 2020. Thoughts?
Who are you saying, Keith?
Heath. Yeah.
Who?
Candy bar? No, Heath Slater.
The candy bar.
Oh,
West
he's with
Virginia's
Impact?
own. Yeah.
Yeah, he's been with them
Oh.
for 3 years, and his contract is up, but he's not renewed it yet.
Oh, well.
Let's face it. When this is not a joke. When people go to Impact, they're literally forgotten.
Yeah, because I didn't know he was there. I knew he
Just
was
like
doing
a
some
void.
stuff, but
Just wait until Jade Cargill goes to Impact.
Yeah, well, that's what people. Then one guy's like, "Oh, yeah, she'll do great." It's like no one in their right mind is gonna. I know Intra's boy did, Kazarian, but as I said, no one in the right mind would like willingly leave AEW to go to Impact.
Naomi did.
She left the AEW to go to Impact.
No, she left WWE.
She didn't leave WWE to go to Impact. She left WWE and ended up in Impact because it was like the last place. It wasn't like she went, I'm leaving here because I want to go to Impact.
do you think she even tried to get an AEW or?
I mean, either she, I assume her plan was not to go to Impact. Favorite memory of Jade Cargill? I'm a fan. I like her.
I like
don't know if I have a favorite memory or
I
not.
liked her outfits, like the She-Hulk outfit and the
Yeah, I
one
do
from Thundercats. That was good.
Yeah, the Thundercats.
Oh,
Because that one was a little lesser known, so I thought that was cool.
Her match with Shaq and Cody Rhodes.
That was surprisingly fun.
Yeah, that was a good match. She had some good stuff.
Yeah, I liked her.
I'll
Incher's
make
boy.
Jade Cargill thing, like a little reel of Jade Cargill.
Do it.
Oh yeah, Bruce.
Incher's boys, the grizzled young vets, have left the WWE. What are your favorite memories of them, Incher?
I just always hated the name, the grizzled young veterans. It's like what? And
It's
the way they would say
funny.
it,
Get it? They're grizzled young veterans.
they would just say it all the time, and it got on my nerves. But
That's why they got over.
Iron, Iron Savages. That used to be Bear Country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do they're a little too weird.
They're pretty.
They were
That's
doing
funny.
they did multiple motorboats in that match.
Yeah.
To each
All
other.
right.
Figured you'd be down with that though. You'd be
It's
like,
funny
"Hell yeah,
once, but it was
motorboat."
like 3 or 4 times. I'm like, kind of weird. I get a kick out of them, but you have to like build these guys up a little bit before they have a title shot. They've literally never won one match on AEW television. Not one single match, and then they have a title match. It's stupid. And then after that match, out come the Workhorsemen to have a stare down with FTR. Literally 2 job teams. The Iron Savages and the Workhorsemen. And we're supposed to think these guys are big deals, and some reason they have title shots. No. And you can't have you can't have 2 sets of tag belts on the show. And definitely not 2 sets of trios titles. Come on,
They have
AEW.
been building them on ROH, but I know everybody doesn't watch ROH.
We're watching that Collision, not Ring of Honor.
Well, that is a mistake, I think, that they don't try to, but
Why would they're built on
they
a
don't
whole
even-
other show to get a title match on a different promotion? That makes no sense.
yeah, I was just saying though that they are like presented as a decent team on that show, but
I'm an AEW fan, but this stuff has been a problem. Then we're getting away from it, but it's becoming worse now. Way too many titles. People popping up that were job people, as far as I knew, and then you're supposed to know that they've done something on Ring of Honor. It's not good. And,
Jack doesn't want to sit
enough.
the
That
sauce.
wasn't good. No one's
You
gonna
don't wanna
argue.
sit the
You're
sauce.
gonna argue with me that the Workhorsemen is this established team that should be getting a big title shot.
You need to sip the sauce, the Savage sauce.
The what? Good Lord.
The Workhorsemen. I mean,
The problem is you got 2 champions, 2 tag champs, so you don't have enough teams to just do an actual programs. So you gotta bring up all these job teams so you can have 2 sets of contenders, and it sucks. And 2 trios championships on this, not even in the same same promotion on the same show.
How did you feel about the Vincent and Dutch beating the Hardy Boys?
That should be like a pay-per-view match or something. I actually like those guys, the Righteous, but if the Hardy Boys are just gonna be like these old guys that just get beat, you have to build it up as a big deal. Otherwise, they're just like these old guys that you see get beat, and you just feel bad.
Yeah, like Gypsy Joe.
No, it's that's more of a WWE thing, really, where they'd have these old veterans, and they're just like job guys. It just makes you sad. And AEW has done a good job with older guys, and they're fun to watch, like Sting and Billy Gunn. Now, if Sting was out there all the time and he just lost, you just feel bad. That wouldn't be fun. And so the Hardy Boys, if you're going to have them, you should save their loss as something special. They're not very valuable if they're just losing all the time. They're not very good. They're washed up.
Ooh.
They are. I mean, I can't help it. And then they don't protect them at all. They protect, a lot of their veterans, but they don't protect the Hardy Boys at all. They really expose them as being, these washed up guys.
Well, Matt Hardy does not help, or Jeff. They do not help their own cases.
Well, what can they do? I mean, the guy's broken down. I mean, he can't. He's just the way he is. I mean,
He just puts out a podcast every single day. Matt Hardy.
I don't know. I don't watch it.
Broken down Matt Hardy.
It's like the extreme life of Matt Hardy.
Yeah, the Collision, and this isn't Punk not being on the show, But when they fired Punk, they said that they fired him from his contracts, plural, and so people insinuated, that he must have also been a producer or something. And I think the show definitely feels much different.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have its own identity now. It really feels a lot like just you're watching Rampage or something.
Yeah. I think it definitely feels like you're watching like a Dynamite show or Rampage. I mean, but like the quality of matches doesn't seem like it's. I mean, some of Collision shows weren't that great. I think what it was, it's not that they fired Punk, it's that they added Kevin Kelly. And you need Ian Riaboni.
I mean,
you need
Ian
Ian,
was only
Jack.
on a few.
We need Ian.
I thought the original
Ian.
Collisions were great, and he wasn't on those.
Ian made him much better.
Ian's too screamy.
Oh, you just want to disagree to disagree.
No,
That's
I
all
like
you
him.
want to do.
Just
admit it right now. I have more respect for you.
I like
if you admit
the
it.
commentary team's not the problem. I think the commentary team's better than Dynamite, but the show is definitely fallen without. It's different. It feels different. And then
What do you
the
think,
Hung Box.
Boots?
Look, the Hung Box is a horrible name for a babyface team. It's very cringe.
Boots.
It sucks.
Do you like Ian Riccaboni? I think you do, Boots. Boots.
Wait, they
like
renamed
Ian.
themselves, or is that just a nickname?
Yeah, they call them the Hung Bucks all the time when it's Hangman and the Young Bucks, and that's not a good name for. If they were heels, it's good because it makes you want to hate them, but you can't call a babyface team the Hung Bucks, and they can't call themselves the Hung Bucks. It just makes me like, oh my god, these guys.
Do they come out swinging the belts like the
Yeah,
Good
that's
Brothers?
what it makes me think. It makes me think all these guys got the same mentality of the Good Brothers. You got the Young Bucks and Brutus Beefcake, Cowboy Brutus Beefcake out there.
Ow. Scratch me.
WBD what's the Warner Brothers? I guess wants All Elite Wrestling to move to a 12 pay-per-view schedule on Max. Thoughts? Great by me. I love their pay-per-views, and if I can get them all, I already get Max anyway. And I don't have to pay $50 a pop for them. It's all good by me. I'd rather pay $10 a month than $50 a month.
Yeah, really. Sounds good to me. I'd like to get it on Max. I don't see how anybody could have an issue with that, unless you just
Probably
don't
not.
have the internet.
Yeah, or they just
What
pay.
the hell is that?
Devon Dudley intends to wrestle on a regular basis after his match at Impact's 1000th episode. Cool. Devon by himself, who gives a shit?
Yeah, hopefully he gets it back with like Bubba.
Yeah.
Like that's
I
the
know
only
Angel
way it
loves
would
Devon,
matter.
But Devon is a singles wrestler.
He should be the preacher gimmick again. I like that.
Oh my god. I don't think anybody but you, Bruce, like that
Yeah.
one.
I liked it.
It's the only logical way.
Lexar! You're not supposed to agree with him. Jeez.
I like the way he goes to ringside fans and asks for $1, and he has his collection plate out.
Oh,
Do you think
yeah.
Batista and him are going to get back together and have a reunion?
Hell yeah.
Now the
Devon
strike's
and
on.
Batista.
Batista's coming back to Impact.
Mm-hmm.
List of talents reportedly
Probably.
confirmed for this week's WWE tryouts. Richard Holiday, Maddie Renkowski, Jasmine Allure, Copeland Barbie, David Goldie,
Ooh.
Jay Malaki, Brogan Finley, who is Fit Finley's son. That's cool. Jamie Stanley, Ray Jazz, Damaris Largo,
Oh shit!
Hollywood Haley J,
Damn.
Kelsey Heather, Valentina Rossi, and J-Rod.
Oh shit!
Should they be who should WWE sign out of these people?
I mean, J-Rod definitely.
Those are household names.
Damn. Got to sign Maddie Rankowski, Brogan,
J-Rod.
Demarius Largo, and J-Rod. Anyway.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Chris Jericho definitely feels AEW's better now than it was a month ago. I don't know about that one, Jerry.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I would say probably backstage people are happier.
Yeah, everyone's life isn't as threatened.
Yeah.
QT Marshall has signed a new deal. I like QT Marshall. He's a guilty pleasure of mine. But I read this earlier. He's not under contract. They signed a short-term deal. Like, they're negotiating a contract. Nothing against QT. I get a kick out of the dude. But this is not a guy that should have any type of negotiations. It should be, thank you, I'm happy to sign a new contract. And if he said anything, you'd be like, oh, you've been a good employee. We wish you the best.
Yeah, like, what is he threatening to go to Impact?
Like, dudes, I got to get the big raise, or I'm going with my boy, Cody. Like,
I don't think WWE wants QT Marshall.
So. What?
No, I don't. I know you're shocked, Jack, but QT Marshall. No.
What if they were just waiting for him to come in to end the Roman Reigns streak?
That's been the plan all along.
QT
Marshall. If that happens, I'd shit my pants. I don't know.
Would that be good, Lexar, for WrestleMania? QT Marshall dethroned Roman Reigns for the title?
In a squash.
See? Lexar's into it. Should it be Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns or The Rock versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania? Gee, if they could get The Rock, should they go with The Rock or Cody Rhodes?
I would say The Rock for sure. Yeah.
Gee, what a question.
Only if QT can run in.
Well, boy, I bet Cody will feel like an ass then, though.
Oh, that would be just great too. It's like you get a Rock match and Cody gets the shaft. That would be great.
Cody versus QT Marshall in the open.
Here, wrestle Ricky Starks. There
He's
you
in
go, Cody.
He's in the
Wrestle
Andre the
your
Giant
bad boy.
Battle Royal.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that would be the best.
He's holding the trophy like this is the one my daddy never could.
My dad never won this trophy. But the thing is, a real answer to that, though, they've been wanting to do this match for years, but at this point, I don't think you can have all this build and then have Reigns drop the belt to The Rock to a guy that's probably going to have one match.
I know, right? And then he's like, oh, shit, strike's over.
Then he leaves, and it's just like, we built this forever, and then no one benefits from it.
Well, he does work into the storyline because he's part of the family.
Storyline's great, but I think you have to have Roman beat him. You can't have The Rock win.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you have a champion for years, whoever beats him is going to benefit from that. So you can't have a guy that's not even a wrestler. Probably won't even have another match. Maybe one match at the most. You can't have him win. Even then, he's not going to be a full-time wrestler.
He was standing so still. I'm sure he cannot move.
Oh, he's so muscle bound and stuff.
Yeah.
And he probably wouldn't be able to wrestle after. Usually these guys come back and they tear all their muscles apart when they.
He probably has the Lloyd's of London's contract already. Probably.
No, I don't think but they just get hurt because they have all this time off and they go crazy and so you can't have Roman lose the title to The Rock. The Rock's not going to be around and have a comeback and be wrestling a full-time schedule.
I doubt he can legally wrestle anyway. They'll be like, wait a minute, we got to test him.
Right, if he was in there. Yeah, right.
No, they're not going to test The Rock.
He's part-time.
I think he's just sipping the Savage sauce. That's all it is.
Savage sauce.
You don't know the Savage sauce, Lexa?
The macho meat. Oh, wait.
Yeah, you gonna get a little sip of my savage sauce there, Alexa. Yeah. What is your favorite Rock match? I really like the Hogan Rock match. But, I mean, he had a lot of great matches.
His last match was Stone Cold Steve Austin.
That was really never my favorite, but I know it's historically a big match.
I like the one with Foley where he does a million chair shots with his
Just
hands
beats the
behind.
fuck out of him.
Where Incher showed me that one. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Incher's
That's a
like,
good
I'm going to
one.
do this to you, Bruce.
I just stand there and take a million chair shots. Like, come on. Other one.
Why are the
CTE's
Hung
not
Bucks
real.
facing the Mogul affiliates for the Ring of Honor 6-man belts at Rampage Grand Slam? I don't care about the RH titles. I agree. Get all these ROH titles off the show. You have your own titles. You don't need the ROH titles and all these Japanese titles. It does not help the show. It makes it worse when like half the roster have titles.
Well, tomorrow night we got Eddie Kingston taking on
I
Claudio.
know, for
So
two belts that aren't even part of the show.
Wait, who has the 6-man ROH titles?
The Mogul. So it's Brian Cage and
the
other guys. Tomas and
6
Omos.
people.
I don't know. It's like these. It's like a big.
Omos jump.
Who are they? I forget their names. I don't know.
I forget their names too.
They're never on the
Haven't
show.
seen 'em.
I mean,
I can see them. I know, but
They're never in the same place at the same. They can't book them.
I thought Brian Cage was with Big Bill, then all of a sudden now he's back with this.
Yeah, haven't they had those titles since the new ROH started?
Yeah.
Well,
Do they ever defend any? Do they ever defend these titles on Ring of Honor?
No, you just pay for it to see them lose.
no, that's the thing. It's like I did have a title defense on the show last week, but it was like Rocky Romero, I think, took on Claudio. It was like you kind of know that Rocky Romero is going to not win that one. But.
The Savage Sauce, is that when you do the PAFO to completion?
Yeah.
No, that's the Iron Savages thing. They say you got to be sipping the sauce.
And then they motorboat you.
The crowd just went silent when they did because I don't think they knew what to do. They're just like, what
Should be
the
cheering.
hell
What
is
the hell are these guys?
this? They didn't cheer or laugh. They just went silent.
Huh?
They didn't know, and like, is this sexual assault? What's going on?
The latest episode of the hit Showtime series Billions, which I won some money on at the casino, the Billions slot machine, featured the game Triple H playing himself and shaming some advice to the character Chuck Rhodes, played by Academy Award nominee Paul Giamatti. Do you watch the show? I have never seen it, but I've heard it's good. It looks good. Good cast. I do. Becky Lynch was in it and loads of wrestling references. I won 3,600 on the Billion slot machine last year. I won this last week on it too, but not that much. A couple hundred. Or not, probably about 65 bucks, I think. Cody Rhodes on Bruce Pritchard. He is a genius. Remains a genius. In the industry.
My God. Did I not hate Cody Rhodes anymore? He's singing the praises of Bruce Pritchard?
And then he said that Michael P.S. Hayes is the greatest mind in the business.
On. There's no way he said that.
My dad used to talk about him a lot around the dining room table.
Good God.
Remember when he did the chicken walk? It was awesome.
Bad Street, Atlanta, GA. Baddest street in the whole USA.
You think Cody's just like back in the WWE marking out over all the old guys?
Oh, yeah. He's like, you're my favorite.
Like my dad used to talk about you all the time.
Like, I've never even met him. 2024 Royal Rumble will mark the 10-year anniversary of the day CM Punk walked out of the WWE. Wow. Will Punk return? I want to say no, but I don't know. I don't know.
I think it's possible, but I don't know. I mean,
I think a lot of people just assume he's trying to get better. I don't know if there's that really. I think people just assume he's going to, but I don't even know if he's even wants to or not.
I mean, he might. There's a writer's strike.
It's not like things went well for him though last time.
No, he hated it. He hated it. I mean, he's very open about it.
So it's like,
and he's gone for 7 years.
I don't know where he could end up. I mean, I doubt he wants to go to Impact.
Well, the thing is, that's the other thing though. So many people just assume he wants to go back to wrestling, but he was out of wrestling for 7 years and didn't want to go back. So I don't know why all of a sudden they just assume he wants to go back. Let's see. Here's our Grand Slam matches. So night 1 is Dynamite. Jon Moxley defending the International Championship versus Rey Fenix. I'm sure Moxley will win that, but that should be good. I don't foresee Rey Fenix winning it. Lexar, you rooting for your boy Rey Fenix? Or you probably like Moxley because you're a hardcore dude.
I don't care.
Why'd you buy tickets to something you don't care about?
MJF and Samoa Joe.
Claudio Castagnoli versus Eddie Kingston. Winner takes all. The ROH World Championships and the Strong Openweight Championship.
I look forward to seeing that match too.
I think that'll be really good.
It's gonna end in a no contest.
Are they unifying the belts?
No. But I think Eddie will win.
It maybe the result of the match would be a new title. Like, just for this match, we're gonna make a new title
because they do need more belts.
And just more belts.
Ooh. Yeah, I think Eddie will win. It's his, it's home. It's home, and I think it'll work. I will say, I think Eddie's starting to come off kind of like a whiny bitch. Like, he's crying about all this stuff. But I thought Claudio gave one of his best promos actually in Collision.
Claudio does some really good promo work, I really enjoyed this stuff.
I think it'll be really good. There's a history there. I think they actually like each other in real life, and I think it's a good matchup because you've got like the everyman, and then you've got like the guy that's in great shape, and it's just a real good clash of characters. I think that'll be good. Jericho versus Sammy Guevara, that'll be good too. I want Jericho. I assume Sammy wins.
What title is that for?
It is not for a title. Can you believe it? These two guys don't even have belts.
Damn.
Saraya defending the women's championship versus Toni Storm.
There we go.
Watch for the shoe.
Chin up, tits out, and watch for the shoe. I'm a big fan of Toni Storm. I want her to win it. I like Saraya too, but I think Tony's been doing a lot of good stuff. And so this is a good show, honestly. Samoa Joe versus MJF for the title. So this is 5 strong matches. I'm a huge Joe fan, but I don't want to see MJF lose the belt.
Yeah.
But
I don't think it's time for MJF to lose. I would say he's going to win the match.
But good stuff there.
It's just for the world title. It's not a winner take all.
It is not.
Yeah, it's just the world title. Which that's kind of a giveaway, though. It's like,
no, I don't think so. It should just be for it, really.
Like, that. Well, I mean, if MJF would win, he'd take the ROH belt. And those guys haven't been on ROH yet, like the new.
Yeah, but they're the tag
edition.
That's what I'm saying. There's too many stupid titles. Enough.
I would have thought at least they would have had a promo to go on ROH and be like, we're your new champions or something, but nothing.
They'll also be They'll also be recording this the same night, Lexar, night 2, And we've got the Acclaimed defending their 6-man titles versus the Dark Order. Wow, you gotta have the. I fuck hope the Acclaim beat the fuck out of the Dark fucking Order.
Oh, by the way, the Acclaim has those scissor championship
Yeah, I
belts.
love them.
AEW is selling replicas of them for $5,000 each.
Damn. Anybody
5,000
out there?
each?
You gotta get me an incher and who wants to be our scissor and 6-man champion.
$5,000?
Do you get 6 belts or just one?
You get 3 belts.
3.
So that's $15,000.
No, I think you must get all 3. I assume you get all 3 for $5,000.
Let's
I don't
look
know.
it up.
I could be
Let's look
wrong.
it up. I'm going to look it up.
Whoever's the money mark can be the third guy.
There
Oh,
you
here they
go.
are.
Anyone who wants to buy them from me and Incher, you can be the third owner
Price
of
is
one.
$4,999
See,
per,
not quite
per
5,000.
belt.
Oh, per
Damn.
belt.
Per belt. Only
Damn.
one belt comes
So-
in an order.
I'm gonna get them all.
Ring
I
accurate.
need all 3 for $15,000.
Wait, and how many are there? Like 100?
It doesn't say. Does it say? Oh, one. Each belt will be numbered 1 to 10.
Oh,
So there's only going to be 10 of them.
honestly, like it's
Wow.
not something I buy, but 1 out of 10 limited's pretty limited. That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
somebody
Yeah.
should corner the market and buy all 10.
Yeah, $50,000.
Yeah,
Go do it
probably.
right now.
Freaking Conrad will come in and be like, oh, I'll just buy them all.
Yeah, mortgage your house a little bit.
Mogul, look, come on, dudes. You can't have. They have 2 6-man title matches on the same show. Mogul Embassy defending the ROH 6-man titles versus the fucking Hung Bucks. Fuck those fuckers. Well, I hope the Mogul Embassy beat their ass.
Yeah.
You can't
Maybe
have
the
2.
roof.
Look, a 6-man title's already pushing it. I actually enjoy it. I like the Acclaim, but you can't have 2 sets of 6-man championships on one
Yeah.
show. That's just crazy.
Yeah, maybe the roof will cave in and then the whole division will be crushed.
Brian Cage, Bishop, Khan, and Toa
Sorry.
Leona are the champions.
Yeah, that's their names. I can't. It's hard for me to remember those guys' names. I'm sorry. I know their faces. I just can't. I forget their names.
Yeah,
Like
some of it's
I'm trying to
memorable.
like commit the Aussie Open guys' names to memory,
I'm a
And-
fan of Aussie Open.
and I have trouble with them. I think it's Mark Davis and Kyle. Is it Kyle Richards?
I really don't know. I like
Fletcher.
the team
Fletcher.
Fletcher,
Fletcher. That's it. That's
See,
it.
the guy who hasn't watched wrestling in 37 years knows more than you and you.
I know, right? I mean, plus their names aren't as memorable as the Hung Bucks, so
Fucking Hung Bucks. Jesus fucking Christ. Christian Cage and Luchasaurus versus Darby Allin and Sting. That's fun, and that's gonna be wild. That's on Rampage. Honestly, Rampage I thought would be a real nothing show when Collision started, but it's actually improved. I think it's been a fun show for quite a while now. But that'll be really cool. Cage and Lucha versus Darby Allin and Sting. You gotta go with my boys, Darby Allin and Sting. I would, especially now if you have 2 sets of 6-man titles, put one of them on Darby and Sting and AR Fox or somebody, Nick Wayne. I would like to see Sting have some kind of title before he retires in AEW. I think that'd be fun.
Yeah, for sure. Sting's been great. I
agree.
like his appearances, and
I do too.
I know he's not like wrestling a full-time thing, but I don't expect him to. But like this has been like one of Sting's best runs. I mean,
yeah,
I don't think you could ask for more for him
Right.
at this age. You know.
exactly. Plus, you never know when the police are gonna go back on tour.
Yeah, I mean, can he play like he used to? I mean,
You can belt out those tunes.
I know. I mean, there's some memorable tunes like "Don't Stand So Close to Me"
Don't
and
stand so
yeah,
don't stand
Roxanne.
so close to me.
mm-hmm.
And-
Roxanne, you don't have to put on your red light, Roxanne.
I didn't think you could hit those notes, Incher. Are you squeezing your nutsack?
was that Percy Pringle?
Oh, yes. You're gonna ask me if I'm a queer, ain't you?
No, you can't say that.
That's what I was just quoting
Mhm.
Percy Pringle in our first episode, our first interview with him. Which movie did you want the villain to win? I always root for the villain. No, I don't know.
Which movie did I want the villain? Probably like any Nightmare on Elm Street or
Really, you're like, I want to see children dead.
any like Friday 13th or
You're just a sick, crazy man, huh?
yeah. I don't know. Can you think of like one where like the villain you're not supposed to like, but you kind of liked him and you wanted him to win?
Oh, most things, honestly. I think it's more rare that I think a villain is really hateable in something.
Mm-hmm.
I think like Dirty Harry is a really hateable villain. Like you can't root for him.
Yeah.
King Joffrey in Game of Thrones, very hateable. You can't really root for him. But I think it's more rare to have a really hateable villain. Who would I actually just want to see win? I don't know how to think about it. Independence Day, I just want the aliens to wipe us all out. I'm just kidding. Let's see. Kevin
I think that's what happened in part 3.
Is it? Did they make a part 3?
Exactly.
Yeah, all right. Maybe it'll come up.
They finally
What
won.
about like Dennis Hopper and Speed or something? Like
The hell? The bus explodes.
the bus just explodes. Dennis Hopper's like, yeah.
Like she just comes to a stop sign and everyone dies.
Then what does he do after that? Like, does he go on to like plant a bomb on some sort of other
Man, you're like pro-terrorist here.
I'm just trying to answer the question. I'm not pro-terrorist.
Andrew's like, oh, that movie, whatever, Freedom. I really wanted the villains to win in it.
I mean, other than I guess that first Avengers, has there been a movie where the villain wins?
Did they win in that? Aren't they just like?
Well, not the first one, but you know that
Endgame, the first part of Endgame.
the Endgame, yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
The Usual Suspects.
That's true.
Because he tricks them all and he leaves.
Yeah,
that's the only thing I can think of right now.
There was a time you literally couldn't have the villain win. It was part of the whatever code it was. I forget the name of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Or they'd come and kill you.
I know you literally couldn't make movies where the bad guys won't won.
Jeez, that's hard. I can't hardly think of anything where the bad guy like just won. Usual Suspects is all I can come up with right now. Empire Strikes Back, maybe.
Yeah, a lot of these ones are sequels where they end up not winning. In the end. So, but I don't know if there's any movie where it just like you said, the Usual Suspects. There's probably some. I mean, you could argue something like The Godfather, I guess.
Oh, No Country for Old Men.
That's a good. Yeah, I just read the book for the first time recently. It was fantastic, and it was definitely a movie. After reading the book, that they really captured the book, and it's very well casted. Like reading it, like I could really picture, because often I read the book after I see the movie, and so often I'm like, man, they picked some bad people for, for this book. But that was when I was like, wow, you can really picture everyone from the movie as the characters when I was listening to the book.
Wait, so who won in that movie? The old men or the country?
The no one really.
Well, Antoine, he got away with the money basically, I think.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't really win in the book either. I mean, really in the book, no one wins is kind of the idea, but it's very nihilistic, the book.
But like they kind of left it open in the movie at the end whether he got the money or not. But Llewellyn was dead.
Yeah.
And the quarter or the dime that he used to like unscrew the vent in the other one, like you see him take it out of his pocket. There's like a dime on the floor and the screws. So I think he got the money. And he killed his wife, I would say. But if you haven't seen the movie, I
totally
apologize.
Spoiling this. But
I know.
Oh, shit.
But, yeah.
Like, I hadn't seen The Deer Hunter, and you guys spoiled that for me, too.
Yeah.
Well, they're asking
I thought he was just messaging me about the Deer Hunter. So he must have been
Nah,
messaging everybody.
he talked to me about it, and I was like thinking of Deliverance. And I would start talking about Burt
Deliverance is
Reynolds.
a good movie too.
I was like, Burt Reynolds is a cool dude or something.
Deer Hunter is a
And
great movie.
Then I asked him about Cannonball Run because he asked me about Deer Hunter. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, they're very similar.
I just started trying to fuck with him.
Favorite Kevin? Oh my God, Nikhil. Oh my God.
See, you complain about my questions.
That's not even the question. It's his answer to his question. Favorite Kevin Costner movie? Mine is Robin Hood.
What's that one?
I like that movie.
Field
Oh
of Dreams.
God.
Robin Hood's good.
It's
I
For
like
a Kevin
Robin
Costner
Hood.
movie.
the Kevin Costner Robin Hood sucks.
I like it. I like it, Nikhil.
The Bodyguard.
Oh my
I'm not
God.
saying if I like that would be my favorite Kevin Costner movie, but I mean, you got Field of Dreams. What else you
That
got?
happened in Iowa.
Untouchables, The Dances with Wolves,
Bodyguard.
Bodyguard, yeah.
Field of Dreams 2.
Field of Dreams 2.
He skipped out on that one, right?
The Big Chill. He plays the dead body.
Oh, does it?
He was in like Outsider. He was like a greaser in something.
Oh, was he?
In something old. Maybe. Maybe I'm thinking of something.
Ryan Nemeth teased Dolph Ziggler's leaving WWE. Thoughts? Who cares at this point?
Okay.
I mean, who gives a fuck?
He's going to go to
It would be
Impact?
interesting
Oh,
to see Dolph outside of the WWE.
It would be.
because-
I just think at this point it's too late. But it's kind of like when Val Venus showed up in Impact. Like if he would have showed up, 15 years earlier or something, like maybe he could have reinvented himself. But at that point, like it's. I mean, I think he's a super talented guy, but I kind of feel it's just too late to like. All of a sudden, you're supposed to take him serious.
Mhm.
I mean, John Morrison. I think they're really. I don't know why he's barely ever seen.
Oh, I loved his thing with the QTV last week, and the one guy asked if is QT Marshall ever going to come back, and he just stops and he kind of gets down and like he's answering him real seriously. I think that was on Rampage, and he was like, "Of course he's going to come back,"
Yeah,
kind of
they really work well together.
Yeah, he does some great stuff. I love John Morrison in that group.
Yeah, I wish they would do more with him. I like him.
That means he's doomed. You notice that everywhere he goes, whenever he finds someone he works
Yeah.
well with,
Yeah.
you just never see him again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he's done well with a lot of stuff I thought would be really rotten. Dave Deadman, this is a good one. John Doe wins in 7. Very good point. What's in the box?
That's true. I forgot about that.
Yeah, great movie. I know that's not many people will go out on a limb and say that 7 is a great movie, but I'm doing it. Just like earlier, I said Deer Hunter and the little known indie film Godfather. All by my standings, great movies. I know they're not Robin Hood.
I liked Robin Hood. I think it was fun. It's a good movie. Going to cut your heart out with a spoon, Jack.
Whoa.
Why a spoon, cousin? Because it's all you twit. It'll hurt more. You should like that. Alan Rickman there. It's a good performance.
Thanks. Terminator 2. Oh, see, this is another thing that really bugs me. Terminator 2, Judgment Day, or Aliens? I would say Terminator and Alien are much better films than both.
You don't like Aliens?
That's fine, but Alien's a much better movie.
Aliens is really good. I like Terminator 2 as well.
They're
like-
really to me, when people are gonna really go crazy about both those movies being superior, I always just feel it's kind of like they're dumb, because it's just like dumb. They're the dumb action versions of the much better film.
All right, with that being said, I must leave.
We're just gonna start asking your questions, dumbass.
He's an Aliens fan.
That
My
was the
phone's
last
just ringing.
question.
My phone's draining out. It's already on 12%, and it's going down by the minute.
Yeah,
Go.
just like you.
Whoa.
Boom! Yeah.
He's in the Cody position.
Then I see that frozen picture of Jackson. I just assumed that was his actual reaction to what I just
Like,
did.
oh my God.
Lexar wants to know. Jade Cargill is leaving AEW for WWE and is reported to be at the Performance Center this week. Are you intrigued? I think we really went over this, but it was a good question.
Yeah, we're intrigued.
Yes. It's been reported that the 2024 Royal Rumble is going to be in Tampa, Florida at Tropicana Field, the same stadium that housed Raw, SmackDown, and a few pay-per-views in the Thunderdome during the COVID pandemic. Are you intrigued? Could not care less.
No, don't care.
I like the Rumble. I just don't really care where it is. In other Royal Rumble news, it's been reported that Triple H has been already decided on who's going to win the men's and women's Rumble. Are you intrigued in who is going to win? Well, if it's a lock for The Rock, but I doubt The Rock would even do 2 matches. So I say Cody wins it again. And if Rock's doing the match with Reigns, maybe Cody then, for some reason, fights someone. That would make no sense in the storyline, though, if he would choose another championship. So,
He'd be
Well,
like,
he
it's
is
too
on
easy.
Raw though now. He's like
Yeah,
a
but
Raw guy.
that would be the shittiest storytelling in the
Yeah.
history of storytelling.
Oh, why they move him to Raw though? It's just like
That's fine, but if he won the Rumble and he wouldn't go after the title that he's been his whole reason for existing in WWE, that would just be the total utter shits.
He goes for the
Complete
tag
shit.
titles.
Yeah, that would be just the worst.
and
worst
that's where
storytelling
Vince
ever.
gets his revenge.
So I would say Cody doesn't win it because of that, because they would have to know that's not good storytelling. So, the LA Knight is going to win. That's who I'm predicting. LA Knight wins.
That's a good prediction. I would say that could very well happen. I agree with you. LA Knight.
And to restart her career, I'm going to say Charlotte wins the women's. Get her back in the title picture.
I picked Jade Cargill.
That's not a bad choice.
Make a
Actually.
push.
That's a good choice too. If she's signed by then.
Let's see. Who's a woman that would be good for like
Shotzi
Rumble.
Blackheart
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
tank.
I'm gonna go with Bailey.
And that ass.
Bailey and that ass. They're a package deal.
Damn. Yeah. What for just her ass won?
She'd be jealous of her ass.
Can Jack run down the card for Dynamite? Well, yeah, we did that one. It's a good question, though. Can Jack respond to at least 3 questions related to daytime talk shows per month without being a complete pussy?
Whoa.
Nope. Because I'm a man with balls and a penis. And I don't care about bullshit daytime talk shows.
Come on, just at least answer 2 of them.
We'll see. Depends how nice you are to me. It's been rumored that ABC could terminate Whoopi Goldberg's contract with The View for such dialogue. What did she say? I don't know. I don't follow this bullshit.
Recently, I think she was like agreeing with the comic that was like outright like lying about stories or something that happened to him. Like I don't know. I think
A
that's
comedian exaggerating the truth to get
What?
Yeah.
laughs.
I thought
It's incredible.
I thought jokes were 100%
No, it was like
real.
It was like more like I don't know if like haven't seen the
That
comedian
orange
yet.
could
Well-
knock at the door.
What?
It's not even sentient.
That's what I gathered. That it was just comedian stuff. But
I say fire her ass.
Hell yeah. She probably can't even see ghosts.
Exactly.
I thought she was a really good actress. I don't know, like that they just don't have movie roles for her anymore.
Isn't she like 80?
Nah, she's older, but I mean, you know,
What do you
older
want to see,
people
Sister Act 5?
Hell yeah.
Oh, I mean, she was good on Star Trek, and she's been in a lot of good roles.
I know I'm not even seeing anything about this, honestly.
Yeah. Why won't Lexar say what she said?
Say it, Lexar. What happened?
You
Well,
don't
he's
even
like
know.
Arab, like
She talked about Ahab, the Arab.
no, he was like Arab American and like Asian American. And he's like from New York City and
Ahab, the Arab, sheik of the burning sands.
Yeah.
Remember that tune, Incher?
My dad asked my niece to play it on like Spotify or something.
It really is a song. I didn't make it up.
Yeah,
I've
I
heard
know,
about
and
that.
like I heard it, and I was like, I never want to hear this song.
It's like Ray Stevens.
Yeah,
Ray Stevens.
Yeah.
Is it? I didn't know.
Yeah.
It was Ray Stevens.
Guitar Sound.
I know that one.
He's a guitar man.
Yeah.
He did the
I like the
Pascagoula
streak.
song.
I like
and that's
the streak.
near where yeah.
They call him the streak. Fastest thing on 2 feet.
He likes to show off his physique.
He does songs about squirrels and stuff.
Fred, you were a good dog. Now you're splattered on the highway, baking in the sun. Then he also did sing like nice songs like "Everything is Beautiful in its own way." It's been reported that the talk. Come on, Lexar. You're making me pine for the days of Nikhil questions here. It's been reported that the talk on CBS and the Jennifer Hudson show and the Kelly Cocksucker show have been postponed. Their shows because Drew Barrymore is. Yeah, they're during it's a strike. You can't have it's a writer's strike, so they can't do these shows. Why didn't Bruce's ghost play high school football and get recruited to a college football scholarship so he could fulfill his dream and become an NFL superstar and be worth $1 million today instead of being the cool guy he is right now?
What's the real end of that question?
What are you talking about?
Nah.
Bruce's coach could have played high school football and we get recruited to a Big Ten or an ACC school.
Maybe.
And potentially get drafted to the
He could
NFL.
be playing for the New England Patriots right now.
Yeah.
I chose art.
Just go back to high school. You can still do it.
Exactly.
Wow.
Do it. Never too late.
Yeah, I still have like all my college eligibility left. I could break my neck. That's cool.
Man.
That'll be sweet.
Lexa wants to know, I like the fact that Bruce went to the coach and asked to play. It reminded me about how I went to New York City studio to apply for TV production assistant last year. I went in and asked for an application, but got rejected. Then I had a brief conversation with the security guard there about how I could get into the entertainment business. He said that I need to get a bachelor's degree in communication and then join a union, which I need to take another course. Then apply online, which I think he's bullshit because people like Jack can work on all kinds of TV and film without doing shit. The man's never stepped inside a college or even a school.
Wow.
Man doesn't even know how to read or write or basic arithmetic. How is that fair? Damn.
Life ain't fair, Lexar.
Well, in a couple weeks, I'll be doing another role in Manicorn.
And he didn't have to go to school for it.
I did not go to school for that. Honestly,
are you the Manicorn?
No. I'm playing a dual. I probably can't talk about it, but I'm playing dual role in it.
Oh.
You're playing an oral?
I hope you're the Manicorn's ass.
More, please.
Let's see. Let me.
But I'm having I'm actually talking about tomorrow. I'm having a meeting about producing an upcoming film.
I heard just because I gave myself a Barry Horowitz pat to the back. I was listening to Dutch Mantel, and he was like, wondering what restaurant that Barry Horowitz goes to. And like he said, every time you're with him, he has to go to this restaurant. And I was like, dude, how does he not know? It's Subway. It's gotta be Subway.
Man, so this is like a thing everyone knows about?
Probably. Like he never remembered what restaurant it was.
Oh, so but it is well known that I guess that he just has to go there all the time, huh? That's crazy.
So I think it has to be Subway.
A real answer to that other story, though. I mean, almost no one that I make movies with went to film school. Lexar, did Dobbs, Dean, Maya, and Nikhil are they huge admirers of the Wiggles? And Dobbs replies, "Who?" British group for kids, apparently.
Yeah.
What's your favorite kiddie show today? What the hell? What do you think? I'm watching little kid shows? You think I'm kind of fucking weirdo?
Yeah, I see Blippi in like the store, like
What the fuck is that?
on
Blippi
stuff.
the dog. Yeah.
No, there's a dude, like a
There's a dude called.
Oh
20,
no, I'm thinking.
Is this
30-year-old
like a
guy.
security guy, like you know?
I'm thinking of Bluey. Bluey the
Who'd you
Oh.
blow?
Whoa!
Bluey the dog. Jeez,
You
Jack.
blew the dog?
You have to go here, especially when we're talking about old kid shows.
Well, why do you guys so familiar with little kid shows when neither of you got kids?
Because I have nieces and a nephew, and I also have other my client at work. He watches cartoons, so that's the only cartoons it's on in the morning. So
We call him Bluey the dog because I get out the peanut butter.
So I have to turn on those cartoons just to.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't watched. I don't know. I really don't know. What about you, Lexar? What's your favorite little kids programming?
Right now, or when
You're
I
the
was
one who
growing
asked it the question.
Jeez. I can't tell from right now or from back in the day. I'm not sure.
You said
What
right
you're
now.
talking about. Oh, right now,
Are you a Coco
Whatever.
Melon fan?
Coco Melon.
You don't know Coco Melon?
I don't know
Jeez.
Coco Melon.
Well, that's a new one.
But I do know
That's a
what.
Barney.
But I do know who
Popeye the
Blippi
Sailor
is.
Man? Is he all kids love him, right?
That's like they did a documentary on the Peacock on the whole Barney thing.
Yeah, he was a pervert, wasn't he?
Well, they didn't actually like.
There were two
focus
people
it
in
on
that
the
suit, you
separate.
know.
Whoa, were
Yeah.
they getting
At
it
all
on?
times.
Were they getting it on?
Yeah.
At all times.
There were like lots of hatred towards that Barney character. They were like having like rallies where they shoot and burn that purple
I
dinosaur
think you just mean
character.
black people. Like
Whoa.
this is
No,
a Klan
it's
rally.
just crazy white people like you, Jack.
Usually go hand in hand.
They had like a CRT television in the dinosaur suit. Weighed like 700 pounds.
I guess I watch. I don't know. I don't really watch. I don't know. I don't really watch much TV at all. Actually, I guess I just.
When you were a kid,
Oh, as a kid, but you asked him now. But when I was a kid, like
Scared
little
straight.
kid shows. No, I never watched that. I don't know.
Have you watched
probably
any like
what-
animated movies as of late?
No, I hate cartoons.
You hate cartoons? Isn't your brother kind of like a cartoonist? I mean,
Well, no, he likes all that anime shit. I hate it.
how can you hate cartoons? You used to animate stuff.
He
Yeah,
animated it out of
I
hate.
mean, I like South Park.
Like,
And
did
Beavis
you
and
like
Butthead.
while you're making $1 Million Man talk? You're just like, I fucking hate this. Ah.
I mean, I don't. There's not a lot of cartoons I like. I like the South Park.
Okay,
Yeah,
you like Bugs Bunny, don't you? I mean,
I like the old Looney Tunes. Yeah, when I was a kid, yeah, Looney Tunes. Fun.
I don't know. Hating cartoons. I like The Simpsons. I like a lot
Never
of stuff.
watched them. Never watched Family Guy. Fuck that shit.
Jack doesn't watch
Okay. I must admit, I like Bob's Burgers. I like Bob's.
Futurama.
Never watched it. Is it too much to ask? Lexar wants to know. What's your favorite food to eat at the stadium or arena when attending a wrestling show?
Pretzels. The big pretzels are good.
I like
Lobsters.
the pretzel. Lobster. Yeah, last time I went, everything was like $15. So I'm like, I didn't buy shit. But normally there was we went to another arena, a smaller one for AEW they don't go to anymore. They had a lot of weird stuff. Like there was like a guy that was just selling meatballs. Like just a big ass meatball. Not a sub, just big meatball.
Yeah, how do you even eat that? Like,
I don't know. You just
you
like
just
eat it with
stuff
a
your
fork,
face
I guess.
into
I
Like
think
an
it's-
apple.
Yeah, it was like a big ass meatball stuffed with cheese. I didn't buy it, but I was intrigued. I was like, that sounds pretty cool. To see
This one
big
time,
fucking meatball stuffed with mozzarella and cheese. It was like this big.
This one time I paid $22 for chicken tenders, fries, and a medium soda.
Damn.
Yeah, fuck that. Robert Budzinski wants to know, you want to buy a
Dominique
monkey?
Mysterio's favorite food. They have to always go to a place that has chicken tenders.
Yeah, what a dumbass. I do like chicken tenders, but if that's all you eat, you're not, you're probably like mental.
Do you think they're ever gonna switch Rey Mysterio out with a younger man?
Oh man, that would be cool. Just
Yeah.
not tell anybody.
He's taller.
Just plastic surgery the fuck out of the person?
Well, they wouldn't need it. They just put the mask on.
Yeah.
And a
same
fake
tattoos
tattoos.
on him.
Yeah.
They sign Ray Phoenix and just throw him under mask. He's now Rey Mysterio.
Hell yeah.
Want to buy a monkey?
I love that movie.
I do too.
Cabin Boy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great film.
Yeah.
This is how harem girls dance.
I hate them fancy lads.
Yeah, here's a handful of nickels. Go buy yourself a spritzer. I love that movie. Yeah, I love
think
Chris
it's a great
Elliott.
movie too. Chris Elliott's not been anything for a long time.
Like on the internet, there's this guy named Don Giller who recorded all the Letterman stuff
Mm-hmm.
on VHS, and like he has all the Chris Elliott stuff in like a collection of Chris Elliott writing for David Letterman.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm a
Anyway,
big fan. Letterman was the best back in the day.
it was
Huge
hilarious.
Letterman fan and Conan fan, but it's weird. I grew up watching all that stuff and would like record it when I couldn't see it and stuff. And now, like, I couldn't care less about nighttime talk shows.
Oh, they suck now.
Yeah, and
Stephen
I also
Colbert
think, I
to
think
me
the
is
internet also made them very obsolete with like podcasts and stuff.
you can watch anything at night now.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and like the interviews were like very hacky and stuff, but you can just watch it. I don't know, but I can't remember the last time I ever even thought of watching late. And I used to just watch all stuff all the time.
So Stephen Colbert is a what? He's a garbage piece of shit.
Well, he's like the funniest kind of one, but he isn't even funny anymore to
No.
me. So
Like,
like all
his
of them
high
aren't
was on
funny
His high
anymore.
was on the Daily Show with Jon Stewart after he
Yeah.
left to do his own show.
Colbert Report. I liked him back then, but
Which is Jonathan Jackson.
Yeah.
Which move do you think would be more effective in a real fight, not a bullshit wrestling match like Lixar watches? A flying cross body or a running lariat? Interesting. Probably a lariat.
yeah, you could take
Although
someone's
I
head
guess
off.
if you just jumped
Yeah.
on a dude, it would
You
hurt
could-
him. But
You could kind of just duck a lariat maybe, but like a flying cross body is kind of hard to maneuver away
I
from.
think it's a more practical thing though, just to smash someone with your arm.
Good night.
Yeah. Nighty
Night,
night.
bitch.
But is that gonna, like-
Night, Lexar. Have a good night.
Would that incapacitate him though? You know, I mean, like.
Well, you'll find out when I smash your teeth down your throat.
I think
Why are you
Lexar's
so
leaving
violent?
to try it out.
We're discussing something here that was asked from our fine listeners.
I was answering it, boy.
And you're wanting just to beat me up. You go into Bill Watts mode.
How come you became such a pussy all of a sudden?
You're
just listening to. You're watching too much Being the Elite.
I think you're too much of a CM cuck anymore, and you just want to.
Well, how come you? Look, you can't have it both ways. You're both too violent and a cuck. It's like you can't be both.
You're such a cuck for CM cuck.
El Santos World. Chris Elliott was on Schitt's Creek. I actually could not get into it. I tried to.
I've never watched it. Yeah,
I watched like 4 episodes, so I couldn't get into it. But I know everyone loves it. Maybe I'll try it again someday. Would you let your mother see your browser's history? Well, as the most honest man in podcasting and the most just nicest man and cleanest person in the world, I would let anyone look at my browsing history.
Oh man.
I like have to show it and like report
to your mom.
Yeah, I have to be like, here you go. Here's what I've been.
What are you looking at tonight, Sonny? You looking at any more of them dirty pics?
Man, I have Hung Bucks fan art, happy clown faces.
Fuck the Hung Bucks.
Clown.
Whoa, clan.
No, it's
tonight.
clown. I downloaded like a whole bunch of clown pictures. I want to put 10,000 clown pictures on a memory card and put it in like on a digital photo frame. Just like let it go.
I don't know what any of that means.
There you go.
Anyway, yeah.
I'm going to answer to that question is no.
What? When you get to hide, you're like, Mama, don't look at that. Don't look at that in your head.
I'm trying to protect you from her.
When was the last time you used a mop?
A couple weeks ago.
Really?
Yeah.
What are you doing? You gonna show your ding dong?
Whoa.
No. I gotta go to the bathroom.
We only got one more question.
All right.
Mike Besselars wants to know. I'm sorry, I did lie. I didn't lie. I didn't realize I scrolled down.
Fucking asshole!
Only two.
I really gotta go.
There's seriously 2 questions. 2. Mike Bessler, former TNA World Tag Champions Adam Pac-Man Jones is in legal trouble again. Your thoughts?
Oh, geez, what'd he do?
Man, I don't know. He was. I think he was eating horse meat.
Whoa.
Oh. In Massachusetts?
Massachusetts.
Oh, that's serious shit.
At dog fights.
Exactly. And he also wants to know, what is your favorite non-citrus juice?
What?
Apple, I guess.
Dragon fruit juice.
Whoa! Out of the box over here.
I'll go with Tang.
Well, that's both citrus and not actual juice.
I don't know. You got to tell me some non-citrus juices.
Grape juice, apple juice.
Apple,
pear.
Cranberry. Was a cranberry.
Cranberry, okay.
I don't really like cranberry though.
And Mike wants to us if we could go over the whole PWA 500 here and give us our thoughts on each one.
I heard they got some shit for not having what's his name, Naito or
yeah, it is pretty.
Naito.
I mean, it is like legit one of the top guys, and he's not even the whole 500.
Yeah,
like, Lulu Pencil's better than this guy. So all right, so we're gonna go. We're gonna start off. Give us our thoughts.
Okay. Let's see.
I think he's fucking with you, ain't you?
I was. The last question is Brian Matthew Clutter. Do you think Moloch is overrated or is Baal underrated?
I don't know anything about either one of them. But...
No one ever. Why? All kidding aside, we're like in this weird satanic panic again, like right out of the 80s. All these people like thinking everyone's worshiping the devil and all this stupid bullshit.
Like Doja Cat or something.
Out of here. He's like, I will not I can't have any.
Jesus.
Can't
Satanist.
badmouth Malik and Ball. Not in front of Venture.
Man, he even just totally logged out.
Mhm.
Now, do you think he logged out because he won't have us bad talking Malik and Ball?
Probably.
Damn.
I think like by law, the worshippers have to attack whoever puts them down.
It's true. I'm going to start worshiping Malik. I can't even joke about that because there's like some real crazy ass people out there. And I don't even just mean Tazo.
I was looking up Appalachian snake worshippers.
Okay.
Those are pretty cool. I think they're like Pentecostal. I don't know what the fuck but it's Appalachian too.
Yeah, like that's where Jason Mitten's from.
That's a hard life though. I've been watching like documentaries about it, and like there's war been going on there for a long time.
I think you can actually follow the Appalachian Trail up into Massachusetts.
Oh shit.
Whoa.
I think. Let me look that up.
I bought a transformer and it's a gator, but it has like jaws that open.
Yeah. Yeah, it goes all the way through Mass too. Interesting.
What does it transform into? A paperclip?
Turns into a gun, and that's all.
It travels 90 miles into Massachusetts.
Oh shit.
That's
Dang.
cool.
So should I go and walk through? How long is the Appalachian Trails? How long would it take you to walk it?
Several states,
You said 90
probably.
miles?
Yeah, that's just in Massachusetts.
To get to no.
No.
You should ride a bicycle. That'll
It's 2,190 miles. So 90 miles of it's in Mass. So the rest of it's only 2,100 miles.
yeah.
Oh, hell
Here's
yeah.
the robot gun mode.
The Appalachian Scenic Trail, commonly known as the Appalachian Trail, is the longest hiking only footpath in the world. So you can't ride a bike. You got to go foot.
What will they do to you if you ride a bike?
Fucking throw you in prison with all them horse eaters.
And how long is the walk, did they say?
2,190 miles.
I mean, and as far as like hours or days.
Oh, I don't know.
No,
How
I
long
grew.
does it take you to hike? It says here, 5 to 7 months.
What the fuck?
Walking. Yeah. I lived in Mississippi and Iowa growing up. My mom lived in Mississippi. My dad lived. That's like 2,000 miles. That's a long fucking way.
You ever
I'm
try
gonna
to walk
start.
there?
I never. No.
If I
Not
started,
walked.
oh, I can't. I was gonna start, but I missed the rumble. Man, that would be fun.
Yeah.
Just
That worked.
5 to 7 months. Oh man, that seems crazy.
If you rode a bike, you'd cut it in half.
You can't. It says
So
it says
3.5.
foot only foot. It's a hiking only footpath.
Bogus.
So I'm gonna start. You start at the way up in Maine, goes through New Hampshire and Vermont, Mass, Connecticut, a little bit through New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Maryland, Virginia, West Virginia, North Carolina, North Kakalaki, Tennessee, and then you end in Georgia.
You think they got like foot enforcers out there that'll beat your ass
They
if they
do.
see you?
They're like, look, that man! Look at that guy!
Get him.
Probably. I wouldn't walk that shit.
You got to be a real man. None of this bike shit. You got to walk all on foot.
For 5 months.
And be willing to have sex with as many hillbillies as you can take.
So you got to man up.
Get a bag full of condoms.
It says here many times foot only. The through hikers walk the entire trail in a continuous journey. You got to walk it. You can't no bikes. The through hikes takes an average of 6 months to complete. An
Wow.
estimated 3 million people visit every year, and over 3,000 attempt a through hike.
And like 100 don't make it out.
Only about 1 in 4 make it all the way.
1 in 4. I mean, that's still pretty good odds for like
Yeah.
3,000.
Yeah. So that's like 750 people.
Yeah.
That's not that cool now. I was thinking like but if 750 people do this and do the whole thing every year, fuck it. I was about to do it, but I was gonna do it if it's like only one person like can survive. But if 750 people survive a year, who cares about that?
Maybe at the end it's like a Thunderdome thing where it's like
Then you have to fight it out.
Yeah.
750 people.
Enter and only one man.
How much money does it cost to hike the trail? Why would that even be a question? There's several ways to be frugal when hiking the trail. However, travelers must expect a budget of $5,000 to $7,000. This includes trail expenses. What is there like? Do they have tolls? You got fucking
this a
troll?
guy?
Yeah, they're like, you're gonna pay us to cross the trail.
Like, you want to continue to hike? Pay up, buddy.
Jesus. Cost of gear and expected expenses when visiting towns. This
Yeah,
seems
they'll
kinda
like
shady.
roll the boulder out of the way.
Seems shady to me. Whoa, this is just a common question. Can you carry a gun on the trail?
What's that incher?
Exactly. In general, it's discouraged of carrying firearms on the trail.
Openly. I would not go there without a gun.
They want you to be all vulnerable. Like, yeah, come on through.
Like,
buddy.
fuck that. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta
Only
bring your
carry
phone.
cash. Only cash.
How many hours a day can you hike?
24.
Take 5 months or more. A hiker likely will start and end their trip in the snow. Jesus Christ. That's why most through hikers end up walking far more than 8 hours a day, sometimes as many as 14 hours a day in the middle of summer. Damn. This is not sounding like a fun time. I don't know why you guys are making me do this. What's the hardest part of the trail? Cat Adine, the mountain you climb on your first day, is arguably the hardest climb. Well, at least you get it over with to begin with.
Yeah, if you survive.
It features more than 4,000 feet of elevation gain, the greatest sustained ascent on the entire trail. It is a scramble. Expect to use your hands as you climb over steep boulders and ledges above tree line. That doesn't sound good. I thought it was just a walkway. See, you can't ride a bike up a boulder.
It says you.
Yeah, just check my bike out.
I'm gonna use that jet that I stole from the government that Tazo was talking about.
That F-50 or whatever.
Yeah.
That F-154 and all that stuff.
Like this ain't so bad. I'm just flying over it. What is the average age? 36 years old. Okay. Is alcohol out on the trail? While it is common to participate in drug and alcohol, it is still illegal on federal land. What do they think? Like there's just no laws? Like I can
Federal
cocaine
land?
on the trail.
Cocaine and guns and
Get a merit badge for each state, like a booty passport. I did get a passport when I went on the bourbon trail.
Oh.
And each of the different bourbon distilleries would stamp it. How do you get food? Shipping packages ahead to post offices. What?
like, so I can't just put it in my backpack? No backpacks allowed.
Jesus.
Probably all the bears or something. Or like mountain lions.
No wonder it costs so much. You just gotta ship stuff to the post office. That seems kind of cheating too, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I think you should have to go hunt or something.
Allow guns.
You die.
That's the that's the caveat. They're like, no guns. You can't just get shot
Yeah,
off the
there's a
trail.
Kroger right there. No. They have fried chicken. Shut up. Get over here.
Wait, so if you leave the trail to go to like one of the town stores, do they disqualify you?
Well, it says here, where do you sleep? And it says you can camp, shelter, or go into town and stay in like a hotel.
Do you get disqualified?
No, that's just part. That
Well.
doesn't seem right. Like you're
7 months though? Come
you're
on.
hiking. You just go into town and sleep in the Hotel 6.
Yeah.
Maybe
Like,
one
what a
day.
hike. I'm one with nature right now in this hotel room.
While hiking through the White Mountains in New Hampshire, there is an additional option that becomes available in the form of work for stays in the high hut. So you gotta go, man.
Oh,
so like
man.
part of it, you just become part of like this village. You got work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
put this dress on.
You're already hiking 7 months, and then you gotta go to work.
Put this dress on and go to that glory hole over there.
Just get raped by all the hillbillies.
Like some of the miners, like who, like they go into town, there aren't any women there, like kind of
Man.
thing.
What is the failure rate? Every year, thousands of people try. Yes, it's 75% fail.
Yeah.
How do all these people have 7 months of free time, though?
Hey, you'd be surprised.
It's like a lifestyle.
Jesus. Which state has the most Appalachian Trail? Virginia? Do you need a permit? No fee. They say no fees, but then they were just saying there's fees. No fees, membership, or permits.
Those hidden fees.
Exactly. But let's see. No fees, memberships, or permits are required. However, passes through numerous state and national parks, forests, and public lands, a few of which charge fees or require permits or reservations to park or stay overnight.
It's all a big racket.
Exactly. They're all making
I hear
money
you
off
could
these
sleep
cities.
in a church parking lot and it's okay, like it's a sanctuary, but I heard this from a crazy person.
So you mean like
Tomzo?
sleep on the ground, or?
No, one of my ex-girlfriends. We were driving to Mississippi from Iowa, and we were in a car, like a conversion van. She's just like, park in this church. It's legal, like everywhere. And I'm like, I doubt that, but
It gives a hint here about bathing. To bathe in the backcountry, carry water 200 feet from the water source in a container and rinse or wash yourself away from streams, springs, and ponds. Dang. Are there toilets? There are usually only 2 options on the trail when nature calls: using a privy or digging a cat hole. How if I just fucking piss in the woods and say, fuck it?
There are people watching. They're like, hey,
I think they're just watching. They're always then they fine you. You pissed here, it's $500 fine. You're just getting all these fines. A pounce box works like this: a hiker picks up the box in town from whichever location they send it to. They either take things out or add things to the box. Once they're done, the hiker seals up the box and bounces it forward. Interesting. So you just bounce it from town to town. What can't you take on the Appalachian Trail? Don't bring too much food. Don't bring too much water. Normally they would tell you to bring lots of water, I think.
water's heavy.
Don't bring too much food, clothes.
Damn. They just want you out there naked.
Don't carry more than 50 pounds. Don't sleep with food. So you can't sleep with food, then you're going to get eaten by stuff.
Hell yeah.
How much weight do you lose? It says you lose approximately 40 pounds.
Yeah.
Not if I go to
That's a good way to
sleep.
lose weight.
If I go to sleep hugging a ham, I won't.
Bouncing that ham. Who's the oldest person to do this? MJ Nimble Will Nomad Eberhart. Let's get this guy on the show. He was
Hell yeah.
83.
He was
Is he
83 back
dead?
in what, 1970?
And then Dale Graybeard Sanders.
Graybeard.
They sound like cool people.
They do.
The nimble nomad and Graybeard.
Damascus is the friendliest town on the Appalachian Trail. Now, I bet you guys listening never thought you'd hear so much talk about the Appalachian Trail and in your head. Especially without a fucking hillbilly intro here.
It just makes me nervous. I walk in the woods in the south, and I just worry about getting shot by hunters. But if it's on like federal land, but still, it's like gray area kind of shit. Don't walk 10 feet off the land, ever.
How do people keep these mustaches up all the time?
Well, you should be fine in Damascus because they're the nicest town. You know, they warn you before they rape you.
Exactly.
You can't stop you can't stop anywhere for too long, or it'll set you back a month or so.
What is a no-bow hike? Northbound hikers are the overwhelming majority of people who go. See, I wanted to go from the north down to the south, but most people start in Georgia up to Maine. Interesting.
Walk to
plot your own
house.
trail. Fuck them.
I agree.
Like they're gonna find you for starting midway.
What happens to your body? A successful through hike demands you get to know pain intimately on a daily basis.
What the hell?
Man, this sounds like a good time.
Like
And
shin
it's not
splints.
even the walk; it's them beating your ass every time.
It's kind of fucking killing you. Naturally, most hiking injuries center around the feet, which bear the brunt of the impact. Blisters bubble up, toenails blacken and fall off. Man.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do through hikers use toilet paper?
What?
You can use leaves, moss, or snow. Who wants to wipe their ass with snow?
But toilet paper is forbidden.
Damn.
Yeah.
Man, that makes my butthole pucker up thinking I'm just fucking wiping it with snow.
You can wipe it till it's clear, though.
You get a frozen butthole.
Yeah.
That's a
I've
good
probably
way to
done
stop
that
the
in
poop.
Iowa. Here.
Imagine getting frostbite in your asshole.
Oh, nice.
It's exciting.
You gotta go into town, then that's gonna take another week off your schedule. Gotta go to the ER to get your frozen butthole looked at.
I put some on my butthole and then on my nipples too.
Oh. As soon as you walk in, they know. Like, oh, it's another one of these fuckers got the fucking frozen butthole. What is yellow blazing? Similar to blue blazing, yellow blazing is when Appalachian Trail hikers cheat by getting driven further up the trail.
Hell yeah.
There are no rules. You wanna take me in for the night? And okay, cool. Drive me 50 miles. Okay. Thank God.
What is
Thank
banana
thank you.
blazing?
Whoa.
To follow a
hammock,
man down the trail out of romantic interests.
what? Fuck.
What? That's banana blazing. Is that where like Brokeback Mountain came from? So you think some guys are just going on the Appalachian Trail just to get some ding dong?
Well, yeah.
That's like the Beware. Like that's Deliverance. That's the
Man.
plot of Deliverance.
What's pink blazing? I don't even know if I want to know now.
Probably the opposite.
Yeah.
When a hiker intentionally speeds up or slows down to hike with a potential love interest. There's a lot of love going on in these trails.
All right. Intentional or not, forced or not.
How do you use a pee rag?
What?
A pee rag. There's a
Is
video
that like the
for
hanky
it.
coat?
Oh man, I'm gonna go banana bagging with this guy. Check out his hanky coat. What is all this stuff? Flame. There's a blazing, flaming, burning very brightly and intensely, a blazing fire of outstanding power. I thought it was some kind of.
I just imagine the pee rag is like a wet yellow rag.
Yeah, it's just the rag you wipe your genitals with after you pee.
Nice. As opposed to the poop rag. That's different
just
one.
Snow. Well, I think we know everything there is to know. I think instead of HeadyCon, we're all just gonna go and hike through the trails.
Yeah, yeah.
Who will survive?
Who's gonna go on the banana blaze?
Yeah, we'll all get together. We vote who's getting bananaed. They'll be the official banana of the group. I don't know. Bruce is looking pretty good with that blonde hair.
Oh my god.
What do you think?
Send one person off in the other direction to get bananaed, and then so everyone else can live.
No, I mean we pass them around. They're the communal banana. You gotta take one for the Headyverse, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a big scar on my face or something.
That's all could be on your
Whoever
Rub
draws
shit
it.
all over my body or something.
You're
like, you want to fuck me now?
You're gonna turn
You want to
Tazo
fuck
on.
me now?
With chainsaw. Oh man. Well, I think we talked about all the wrestling.
Hell yeah. And that was the Raw report.
Raw report! Yeah! Best Raw report yet. All right, well, we'll be back next week talking about some more wrestling. And thanks for joining the Headyverse. A lot of folks joined this week, rejoined. That was cool. Thank you, guys. Helps pay for the show. I'll be back with a Jackie Jones show probably Saturday night. And, yeah. So, subscribe. Hit the bell icon. Not the internet icon. You'll get notifications. And share this show out. Share it on your social medias, on the Twitters, the X, the Instagrams, the Facebooks, the MySpaces, over on your Grindr, your Friendster, on your Spotify, on your World Wide Webs, on your Ask the Jeeves, on Clippy, on all that stuff.
On the Appalachian Trail.
On the Appalachian Trail, exactly. And for next week, I want people to let us know if you could pick one member of the Headyverse to be the communal banana. Let us know. We'll talk about that next week.
I'm voting for everyone else.
Oh man, you get my vote, Bruce.
Oh my god.
All right, we'll be back. Thanks, guys. It's been fun. Season 5 is off to a rockin' start, and I'm just babbling as I look for the closing theme.
Yeah!
Hell yeah! Boom!
Andre the Giant. Andre was big. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was not small. No, no, no. Andre could drink and he could fight. Drink, 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 and a fight, fight, fight. Andre was big. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was not small. No, no, no. Andre could drink and he could fight. Drink, 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 and a fight, fight, fight. Andre the Giant. Andre was big. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was not small. No, no, no. Andre was great. He was not bad. A great big heart and a great big man. Andre was big. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was not small. No, no, no. Andre could drink and he could fight. Drink, 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 and a fight, fight, fight. Andre the Giant.
From Grenoble, France.
Milk Replacer Plus.
Whoa.
Boom! You know, nut milk is an unfortunate name. I drink a lot of nut milk, but couldn't they think of something else to call it?
Milk Replacer Plus.
Is that
Like
made out of
nut
nuts?
I don't know. It's like dog milk replacer.
Whoa.
Made out
It
of
was
dogs?
on clearance.
Man, I'm getting
Food supplement for dogs.
You got
A lot of
dog
gray
milk,
hair
you
here
got
in my
horse
beard.
meat. The
Look at this.
possibilities are endless.
Gray hair in the beard.
Oh, man.
That's. You should pluck them. Then a million will come back in its place.
Let's put some milk replacer on it.
Yeah, or some of this.
Man.
It's all backwards. Special golden estrus.
What the hell is that?
It's deer
Is that
piss.
like a P-rag?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like what goes on the P-rag.
What do you do with that? Do you drink it?
Whoop.
My mama told me to rub it on my wounds.
Yeah, just rub some piss on it, kid.
Then a deer will come and lick your arm, and then it'll heal.
See,
that
we
like the
need you
peanut
on
butter?
the trail.
Yeah, I know all the tricks. We
Did you
just
rub-
dilute this with like a gallon of water, and we'll be good.
See,
Hell yeah.
we'll be surviving.
Wait, where are we going to get a gallon of water? We can't take that much water with
I
us.
know, it's true.
Everybody spit into a jug.
Yeah.
On those survival shows, they're always drinking their own piss.
Everybody piss into a jug.
Piss Jug McGee, rest in peace.
I know, right? All right.
Yeah. You think he was a big Appalachian Trail hiker?
He had to be.
I think we should just rebrand In Your Head. Just talk about the Appalachian Trail. I wonder what Bearded Intra thinks of this. He lives on the Appalachian Trail. I just assume anyone in the Southwest lives on the Appalachian Trail.
Like, he probably sees a lot of people that go through it, and he's one of the people who are like, yeah, it's time for that fine, boy.
Exactly. He's making lemonade, and then, yeah. Hey, listen, buddy, you got a fine here. I seen you pissing on the tree. All right, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go to sleep. And we'll be back next week. So join the group like we already said. We're not going over that shit again. You already heard it. And if you're still here listening to this shit, you know all about In Your Head. You love it. And so I love every goddamn one of you out there. The Headyverse, Bruce's Ghost, Jonathan Jackson, Dave the Deadmans, El Santos World. You know what? I'll admit it. Even fucking Swax. As much as that pains me to admit. Fucking Swax. All right. We'll be back next week. Until then, the balcony is closed.